go.
Disclaimer: I'm not a doctor. You should always consult your physician or other healthcare provider before changing your diet or starting an exercise program. The content is not intended to be a substitute for professional advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Always seek the advice of your mental health professional or other qualified health provider with any questions you may have regarding your condition. The views and opinions expressed in this video are my own and of the participants. The views, opinions, and content expressed in this presentation do not necessarily reflect the views, opinions, and are not intended to malign any religion, ethnic group, club, organization, company, individual, or anyone or anything. Guidelines to be not banned in the stream. Be civil and respectful. Refrain from politics or religion. What more can I say? Number 2, think before you speak. Context is everything. Choose your words. Use your head. On the top, not on the bottom. Number 3, agree to disagree. Don't make it personal. Don't be petty. Do not be too much childish. Too much. When a person has animosity towards any one of us in this stream, bear in mind that whatever we say or you say wouldn't hold any value to them. They'll find faults no matter what. With that being said, do not take things too personal. O, di ba? Dahil dyan, guys. Wait lang, let's do multi-stream for this one. At dahil dyan, mega love shout out to your makulit na host. Mwah. Oh my goodness. Ayan, sabi na nga be. This is the thing, guys. I think I'm having technical difficulties again. Let's see if it's gonna catch up. Oh, diba? Ayan. I think it's catching up now. So everyone, mega love shout out to my admin. Ayan, andyan na kayong lahat. I hope I'm clearly doing good. Okay guys, so more multi-streaming. So let's see who are in here. Konnichiwa to Ryan Avery, Maria Rosario de la Peña, Brett, Ayan, JJ is in the house. Felipe G, hello. ICEE. Blaze is in the house as well. Oh, diba. Bob is in the house. Thank you, Bob. Good morning. Ohayo gozaimasu. Ayun nga pala. Mega love shout out everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Konbanwa to everyone. Maayong Udto ng gabi. Ayan, udto ng gabi to everyone. And hi, admin from Felipe. And here's ICEE Fit. Diba? I love that I have a host. Ayan, ano pala, not host. I have a, how do you call that? The person who introduced moi. Diba? Called Ryan Avery Roguan. So thank you, Ryan Avery. To Master Mamba Vlog. Yo to Shirley as well. JJ, hi from Brett. Let's see, who did I miss? Did I miss anybody? Ayan, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our wonderful host, Miss ICEE. Oh my God, I like how you say it. Maybe you should be my teleprompter, Ryan Avery. I like that one. I always love that you said that. Ayan, and I really hate that I missed it. I should have just read it from there. So, everybody. Hold on, guys. I think I'm gonna disregard my Twitch. Ayan, let's see. So I don't get to miss the Twitch people as well, because we are definitely multi-streaming today. Ayan, maayong buntag. Ayan. Thank you, Bob. Ayan, I always forget that. Maayong buntag. Udto ng gabi. Diba? Udto. What's udto means? I forgot already. So, sa mga Bisaya dyan, please do speak it. I think, little by little I could understand it because of all the wonderful, Visayan language that I get to interact with. I get to understand a little bit. I just couldn't speak it, but I feel like I already understand them. So please do speak it, and if it's not, we're gonna try to translate it. Bob is in the house. Bob will be the translator. But anyways, ayan, so for tonight's stream, we are going to talk about this thing that's called men's mental health. Ayan, there's a lot of stigma around it. There's a lot of shaming going on when it comes to men's mental health. And, as a woman, I do totally understand that we do not think alike. So for me to actually understand each other rather than attacking each other, it's pretty nice to talk about it. Sometimes it could be an unpopular opinion. It could be very awkward to talk about. But I think when it comes to exploring and sharing whatever we are trying to feel, because everyone is different, guys, okay? Sometimes, it could be a big deal for you, but it's not a big deal for me. So when it comes to men and women, I always feel like there's things that are lost in translation. So if we can actually talk about it, maybe somehow we can comprehend each other and do not attack each other, but just love each other. But parang tontuwa ako sa mukha ko. Ayan, guys, do I look funny? I'm trying to explore my face today. Ayan. How are you guys? Good day, Bob from Ryan. Ayan. So, without much further ado, we should start. Diba? Lobat ang lola ninyo. So, I'm gonna try to laugh it out. So, I don't know why, guys, but if you are in my stream today, ICEE Feet, F-E-E-T, I actually do explore today. Did a little bit of live stream. And I already said that, I'm not really feeling it today. I don't know. I'm just really tired. I already drink coffee. So for everyone who's drinking coffee right now, ayan, drink coffee with me and thumbs up, baby. I see. Hello, everyone. Diba? Ayan. I don't know why. It's just really, I don't know if it's just rain. I don't really like rain. It affects my mood, when it's raining. So hi Tina, hello sis Ann from Ryan and Brad. Diba? I'm so good at reading today, but definitely we're gonna get through this with you guys' help, with you guys, wonderful presence. Feed me your energy. I'm gonna get all of your energy, guys. Hi Tina from Felipe G. So we'll definitely gonna get through this. So for today's video, for today's article, this is from Cleveland Clinic. Dork.org. Ay, pinagtripan naman. Yes, pinagtripan ko na naman ang mukha ko. Yes, guys. I do that a lot, guys. When I'm trying to explore something, I don't really care, you know. That's the problem with me. I don't really care, you know, what it would look like after. Because I think, you know, every experience, you learn something. Ganda mo nga. Ay, wait. Inuna mo dapat yan, admin. Dapat, ganda mo nga eh. Tapos, pinagtripan mo na naman. Ganun, baliktad. Ikaw naman na paranoid tuloy. But guys, let me know if there's something wrong with my video, with my audio, you know. Just let me know, because I really, really want to do this in a good way, and I want to give justice to this topic. It's definitely time to talk about it, diba? So, this is from Cleveland Clinic. Let me just put this up for you guys, and I'll definitely, the word for today, definitely, I like the word definitely. I'll put the link on the description box down below, so for you guys to actually interact with it, explore it with yourselves, you know, try to ponder it for yourselves as well. Who knows, maybe you can unlock something in there somehow. So this is Cleveland Clinic. clevelandclinic.org. This is not sponsored, guys. I just think, you know, this is one of, so this is from May 23, 2024. And it's talking about men's mental health, 11 tips for taking care of your whole self. Wow, whole self. Let's see how whole is this going to be. So this is the article that we're gonna explore, but as I've said, guys, okay, not because I'm showing this, it doesn't mean that this is the only way, that this is the right way or the right information. It's not. It's just something that I want you to explore yourselves as well, because sometimes reading is a good thing. You learn something, you get ideas, and from there you move on and learn more for yourselves. So please do cross-reference everything that I'm gonna say here. Disclaimer, I'm not a therapist, I'm not a psychiatrist, I'm not psychologist. It's just something that I want to share with every one of you, because it's not all the time you're just gonna go into Google and just type something, men's mental health. You don't really do that. Yes. So that's what I was trying to have. That's my intention, okay, just for us to explore within ourselves in the comfort of ICEE Fit, where you can be yourself but practice being accountable of the words you're gonna throw in the chat. Whenever I say that, nobody chats. Everyone is getting paranoid to whatever they can. Is that what it is, guys? Is that what it is? I miss your chat, guys. I miss your chat. So this is to learn a build strong support system, to identify unhealthy coping mechanisms, and tend to your physical health. So those are the three things that I think one of them I'm qualified to say something about. And for you guys, if you have questions about your fitness journey, anything that you kind of like wanted to ask with a personal trainer certificate, certificate, why did I say certificate? Kamusta ICEE? Ayan. O, kamusta ka rin? Mabuti naman po, Ryan. Ayon. So these are the three things. If you have questions regarding to your workouts, to your training, to anything that I can answer, please do not hesitate to say that. And with all the streamers and small YouTubers, ay wow, nakakatuwa. But parang may ganon? Napasobra ata yung I love experimenting. Because it's gonna be Halloween, guys. So I'm trying to experiment what kind of look would I want, you know, naughty, funny, scary, those type of things, you know. This takes a lot of effort, guys, okay? So thank you if you appreciate it. And if you shamed me, it's your problem. Ayan, bala kayo dyan. Ryan, diba? Smile, smile. Admin seems to be in a very, very good energy today. So thank you for that, admin. And hi, Tina. Hi, Bob from Felipe. Diba? So those are the three things that we are gonna tend. So of course, every article there's gonna be intro about it. So I'm gonna read this out aloud to you guys so you don't have to read it for yourself, okay? Hello, wifey. I wow, wifey. Hello, Abebeko, number 22, ICEE, mental health or men tell your health. Kiss and tell your health. It's good if you're gonna tell whatever is bothering you, probably, right? It's a good thing as well. Don't get me wrong, I'm the type of person as well, I keep to myself. If I can like solve it for myself, I don't really talk about it, because it's like talking in my head doesn't do anything. You just have to do action. But at the same time, growing and being a matured woman, matured adult woman, matured woman, yahoo! Oh my god, Tamsak shared beautiful. Oh my god, Bored, I do miss you. What happened to you? Where did he go? So board vlogger, magandang buhay. Ayan, good life from board vlogger Tinay Sir E.T. 69. Diba? Ayan. And Tinay Bembem E.T. Felipe Ryan. Ayan, Yahoo from board vlogger. And also Felipe G says hi to you. I'm okay lang, ikaw. Quickie 69 YP, don't tell. Diba? Ayan. Good job, guys. Thank you for actually interacting with each other. I do like that, Anyways, that's what I'm trying to say. So when, sometimes it really does help. One of the things that I find interesting, some people doesn't really share their problems or something that bothering them because they don't want to be shamed. They don't want to be judged. And I think at some point I was like that. Sharing something that you kind of like have a problem. When you have a problem, it feels like just saying it to somebody, it makes me feel like I'm bothering someone. So kind of like that's where I'm coming from. But from time to time, you get to be, you get to trust people, you get to be comfortable with somebody, even with your own family. You get to comprehend that they're actually really loves you and actually just wanted to support you. And from time to time, they would just say something that is really hard to accept because it's real, it's truth. Sometimes truth does definitely hurt. So, but when you know that they're coming from a good place, they're coming from that tough love, then you get to understand and build it from there and get better. So sometimes talking about it in a certain or appropriate time where you would feel comfortable is a good thing, not just for me, but I'm pretty sure if everyone can have that support system, then it could be a wonderful place to live in, right? Even for a small moment of time. I still need to help with my weight loss. Is walking exercise for me to lose weight? So Ryan, I don't know if you are familiar with the training, body weight training. I have beginners do's and don'ts. I have those couple of stuff. You can watch it and do it with me at the same time. So you can try that one. But at the same time, if you're not really comfortable yet to do certain exercises that would make you lose fat, I always say this, guys. If you're one of those people that don't have time to work out, even 5 minutes, do not have time, o diba? Pat na pa. But I know sometimes we get so busy, or you're just lazy. It's not your cup of tea to exercise. Always target your food, your diet. And when we talk about diet, it's not diet where you don't eat. That's not a diet. That's not the only definition of diet. The definition of diet is what you eat in a day. That's your diet, okay? When you say diet, it's not what you don't eat or you're always limited. It's not that. It's just what a person eats in a day. That's what diet means. But when I'm saying proper diet, always tackle with that. If you are no time, lazy, or just cannot do it, tackle your food. Food is always better. So, Ryan, if you want, do body weight training like calisthenics. You don't have to do weights and stuff like that. Start with that. Start with small steps so you don't get like exhausted or kind of like intimidated with a lot of exercises out there, because some of my exercises, it looks very very easy, but once you do it, you're gonna be out of breath. So just try that one. Ryan, ayan, you can do it, keep going, yeah. Bakit ba ako ganito, guys? Wake up, wake up. Ayan, hi E.T. from Brett. I'm just busy right now. So walking, do not underestimate walking. It's good for your bones, it's good for your joints, it's good for mental health, good for your mental. Just walk and appreciate the things around, especially with Ryan, guys. If you don't know, guys, he does do walking stream as well, like me. But the difference is you can see a lot of good stuff, a good view of Australia, like waters and sun. No, sunset is for Felipe. Felipe is my sunset go-to guy. And okay, I see. I'll try it. Ayan. Good, good. I'm going to post it on, again, my beginners do's and don'ts. I probably repost it on my community so everyone can have a easy access on it if you want to look at it, understand your body mechanism. It's in Tagalog, so all of my fellow Filipino, do not be very shy to take a look at it. I explained it in Tagalog, subtitled in English, so everyone can relate. Those are the basic. If you want to train with me, I always start with that. So please do check them out. Okay, I think I'll put it. Start. Nightbot will probably drop the playlist of that, so do save it on your playlist and check it out later after the stream. Just be with me muna, okay? Hey, bored vlogger JJ, so bored. Oh my goodness, happy 2 years. It's 2 years, right? 2 years na kami. Oh, diba? Is it 2 years? Okay, 12 plus 12. 24. Calculator. Calculator, guys. 24. Ayan. So, happy 2 years to you. Oh my goodness. All my members, guys. Thank you for being with me at Dial John. Let's see. Where is it? Where? Ooh la la. I'm so slow, guys. Okay. I'm really slow. Ayan. Thank you. Wow! Ba't nandyan siya? Hindi makita. Ayan. Thank you, Board, for being such a wonderful friend online, and of course, a wonderful content creator as well, who helps a lot of small streamers out there. Ha ha ha. Pati yung ha ha ha. Parang lobat. But more than 2 years of friendship, yes. From start to finish. As I've said earlier in my ICEE Fit stream, the community of ICEE Fit is branch, because there's a lot of small streamers, small YouTubers, even big ones that I get to explore with. So sometimes you'll get to see, people that you see in other streams. And for the most part, I'm just proud of what I am exploring with, the people that I get to interact, the people that get to be here, that know me for 3 years, 3 years of streaming. They've been there, and it's just, if you see the things that you kind of know after 3 years of doing this, you get to be proud of what you're building. And kind of like I feel lucky in a sense, because I don't get to really have that negative energy around me. We get to interact with each other in a positive light, and I don't know if it's me or it's you, so thank you for that. I do totally appreciate it. And step 1, admit to yourself you need help. Oh my god, Blizzard, I've heard that a lot. Okay, hold on, guys, let me just Ayan. Step 1, admit to yourself you need help. The thing with this, I always hear this a lot as well. But whenever I think about it, isn't it the hardest part for a man to accept that you need help? So for a long time, I always thinking how to get to there, to admit that you need help, especially with men who were raised to be like, the real men, that you have to be in a way not act like a bitch. Guys, as I've said, I'm so low battery today. If I didn't get filter any of my words, do not take things too personal, okay? I come from a good place. I'm trying here, guys. I'm trying here. So bored, Blizzard, I love that. Oh, I thought you said I love you. Ikaw talaga bored, lumalandi ka. Selosa. Nagselos pa, no? Pinagselosan si Please. But anyways, yes, definitely. I like to explore that one. So, these are the intro of this article. We're not sure exactly where the myth, real men don't cry. You've heard this. You've heard this quote a lot. If you was, I don't know now, but sometimes I think I come from the era where a lot of people kind of like enable men to express their emotions. Cry if you must. And then every single guy would just cry for no reason. I'm sorry. So everyone cried. Right? So, I think sometimes as human beings, we love to do the extreme of the extreme. Even my face, I say the extreme. But okay. Guys, I'm just making this fun because sometimes this conversation can be very, very awkward for a lot of people, especially the ones that are actually experiencing some type or some sort of mental problems. So if you're one of them, just remember, I come from a good place. Laugh with me, stay with me, okay? Interact with me. Let's get to know each other. And maybe start ignoring others' opinion. Once you get there, I like this one. Okay, hold on. This is from Bored Vlogger, another person that I really, really love to get deep with. Sorry, I pause. Anyways, maybe start ignoring others' opinion. Once you get there, admitting your weaknesses becomes easy. So another thing, like a lot of men that I know, that I grew up with, they don't really show their weakness, because once you show your weakness, people will get you. They're gonna use that as the weapon to get you. So a lot of guys, especially, in DNA, you're the protector. If there's a vulnerable people, if you're married, you're the protector of that family. So for me, admitting one's weakness is not gonna be easy, especially for you guys, for you men of the world, of the earth. Yes, of the earth, I am. So how to get there, for people who are having hard time. And from Bob is love yourself. Ayan. Another thing, guys, love yourself. Ayan. So much people love themselves too much that they just want to keep it and not give it out. So for me, love yourself, but at the same time, have the capability of, love people. I think, when you are online, this is another thing before we go. Explain this to me, guys. There are a lot of people that, for me, from the outside, if you are living online constantly and all of your information are based on other men, and there are a lot, thank God right now, those men that are very, very famous, online, on social media, are basically dying. They're getting out, and real men are rising up again. So it's a good era to be alive again. And if you feel like you're a real man who can actually guide those men out there that are strayed, they cannot find that, you have to have some sort of influence in your life to get to some point, right? So if you're that type of person, if you're a YouTuber, if you're a streamer, at least, try to guide them, because this is a good time to do it. people are listening. I think that's where I'm coming from. And Coffee Sniffer is in the house. Hey, 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 hey. Mega love shout out. Oh, Coffee Sniffer is also streaming. Ayan, Saturday, I think in 2 hours from now. Or is it 9, 10, 11? Yeah, 2 hours from now, guys. So please do check out Coffee Sniffer. Ayan. And hey, hey, all. Ayun. Let's see. Okay, there you go. Hi, Coffee Sniffer from Ryan. And hola. 45 minutes, guys. So please do check out Coffee Sniffer. In 45 minutes is going live. And catching while traveling to live stream spot. Oh my God, you're gonna be IRL. Nice. Oh my goodness. It's so sad that we're actually at the same time. I get to do it on replay na lang. Ayan. But thank you for all the reactions. I can see the reactions on the side. Thank you so much for that. So, real men don't cry. Don't cry. Hi, beautiful. Oh, hippy dippy. Hola. How are you doing? Did you just wake up or you're not sleeping yet? So, but it's exactly that. A myth. Obviously everyone cries. Of course it's not true. And it's a dangerous one that's taken root in our society, leading men to believe that the only acceptable way to deal with emotions is to pretend as if they don't exist. You've heard this a lot too. Some men out there, they would constantly talk about women are emotional, we are logical. And in my head, look, hold that thought. Why do we have wars? Why do we have all of these things? Is that anger? Is that trying to be dominating or dominated somebody? Is that an emotion? That's an emotion. So don't give me that bullshit that guys don't have emotion and it doesn't exist. Because if there's super strong emotions, it comes from men. Good mental state is the new macho. I like that one. Let's pin that one. I like to pin that one. I like this one. New macho. Oh my God. Actually, I had this because Blizzard uploaded a new upload. So check out Blizzard for that. They were talking about the macho. Oh, hold on. Yes, the machosissimo or something like that, right? So please do that. I have a kind of like a thought. I shared a thought on that video, so I hope you do as well share your thoughts in that. It's a good, refreshing kind of like pondering thoughts to talk about. Labeling people is easy. Oh my God, yes. Like I don't know. Sometimes is labeling and stereotype the same? I don't know why my brain is all going there, but for whatever reason, stereotyping is good. It has its own merits. But don't get me wrong. Sometimes in life, when we experience something or we hear it from something, or because the person that you idolize say it almost like you never even experienced that yet. And you're saying it as if it's the only thing. And then now everybody is like that. I think that's one of the things that I find in my life that actually limiting myself to be the better version of who I am. Because of the stereotyping, the generalization, the baggage that you always carry wherever and whenever you go. That's kind of like limiting yourself in a way. Not because you've been cheated 3 times, it means everyone is like that. You should think, what are you doing that it happens to you 3 times? Those little things. And hi, Tamil Sabine from Twitch. Oh my God, Tamil, I did miss you, Tamil. How are you doing today? Looking beautiful as always. Oh, thank you. I try to look beautiful. And hope you're doing well. Yes. I did miss you, Tamil, because like last time, I don't know what's going on with my XSplit. I keep having technical difficulties when I do stream or multi-stream with Twitch. So that's definitely one of it. And let's see. Men are just as emotional as women. Not expressing it is the problem. I like that wording. I like that wording. Exactly. You got it. And true, I see from Tamil 7. This is the right talk. I just need to hear now for my tired heart. Ooh la la. Your tired heart? No, 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 no. Do not get tired of loving Tamil. There are a lot of people out there that would want and would be happy to receive it. We just have to open our eyes and see which one is the wrong, which one is not correct, and at least have that kind of like courage, even if it's out of our comfort zone, to just go, just do it. It's not like you're gonna die or anything, right? So just do it. Just even once. You've done 3 times, you've mistake like 3-4 times. One time to just kind of like do it a different way. What's the harm in that, right? That's how I see it anyways. So you have to be careful about carrying that baggage. Yes, exactly, Tamil. I know. So I'm so happy that, I got that realization. And I still do have my baggages. Don't get me wrong. It's kind of like my guard, just in the back of your head. But I don't bring it. I leave it in the storage area where it's like so many, so many. Let's lock it down right there. Do not get out. And let's see. And it's okay for me to express every emotion. Oh my God, Coffee. I actually, just for a couple of like interaction with me on Discord, on IG, and also on this, I already feel that totally, we're gonna vibe because of the energy that we kind of like feed with each other. You get me, I get you. It's kind of like a nice cycle. And men are, oh my goodness, Graham is here. Oh, men are kinesthetic. I don't know how to pronounce that. Therefore, they learn by doing. Teaching is the role of the father within a stable family. It has been this way for thousands of years. Suddenly, people want to be modern. Diba? And hi, Graham from Coffee Sniffer and Coffee Sniffer. I'm trying to get there and getting better. Ooh la la. What is the difference of labeling with judging? Okay, guys, please answer this question from board. Because for me, I cannot really answer whatever the correct answer for that. I just think when it comes to, our feelings, there's no definitive answer. But I always look at intention. That's just my goal. What's your intention with moi? What's your intention of saying it, Ayan? Those are the things that my key point is, and if I see the intention, everything just kind of like flows the way it should be. So that's one. And hey, please, that's a beat step that has to take, that man has to take. Ayon, hold on. I'm extremely glad your shout out, Ice. Of course, guys, please do check out Coffee Sniffer, an additional wonderful person in the community. And let's see, what did I miss? Ayan, I express my emotion depending on the person in front of me. Oh yes, definitely. You know what, guys, sometimes this is the thing, I don't know with you guys, but with women, I feel like sometimes us women needs to shut up. Oh my God, my woman, they're all gonna slap my face now. No, but what I'm saying is, sometimes you cannot just say everything. Like every people, like I experience so many times that I just met this person and then I already know the summary of their life in just one sitting. It's like, how? It's like, do not be like that. Sometimes you have to choose who to talk to. You have to choose how to say it. Not because you just feel like it, you're just gonna say it and dump your baggage to everybody out there. That's why everyone is miserable, because I think everyone is doing that. So, there are appropriate times, appropriate person to say these things, and I get it. People says, well, talk it out, express your emotions. But not every single time you meet someone, you're gonna express every emotion, or whatever years of life you have in the world, you're gonna express everything, in one dumping. Please be aware, one of the things I am. But I'm not shaming my woman, okay? Be you woman. Hi, Shirley's in the house. Hola, hola. And sadly, got to go for now, changing to Metro, then Livestream. Please take care, as ICEE. And guys, please do check out Coffee Sniffer if you want to see the wonderful plays of Turkey in 4K and a very wonderful ayan. Please do check out Coffee Sniffer. And if you're a coffee enthusiast as well, please do check him out. And let's see. So glad to hear, Bliss. Trust me, you're gonna feel so much better when you express them. Yes. It's really, really good. And that's the spirit I see. Being totally natural is also the key of it. Oh, diba? Well, the thing is, not everyone can be very comfortable with themselves. And I think it's just a journey to process. And that's why I'm doing this. Because I want to tell you guys, if you're having a hard time exploring yourselves, ooh la la, I'm gonna be here every Saturday. Explore it with me. I'm open every Saturday. Ayan, so please do explore with me. And sadly, bye-bye. Ayan, bye-bye. Matane. Ayan. And hi, Shirley. Kofi. Ayan. Thank you, guys. And this year has been a sad year for me and my family. Yes. Always, the death, ending of relationships. We talked about that last week, I think. The insecurity, where's the insecurity coming from? And it's one of the kind of like factors why people feel not insecure per se, the stigma of what insecurity means, but basically where your depression or sadness is coming from is the recent events you have in your life. But you have to move on, life is moving on. And you just have to remember the good memories, because you cannot linger on something that's already done. You're just gonna have to explore life, and enjoy the living. That's how I think. It's sad. I might be harsh when I say this, especially if you're grieving right now. But, there are moments to grieve and there are moments to just move forward. You cannot linger on that, because if you linger on that sadness, it will pull you down, and you're gonna attract more miserable people out there, because that's the energy you give out in the world. So don't blame anybody when you have a fuck up life, because that's come from you as well. So if you want to change something, you have to change it starting with yourself. With myself. I support myself. Ganon. Sorry to hear that, Ryan. Yes. So Ryan, actually, just for the context, this year he lost his dad. And if I'm not mistaken, so it's definitely, I cannot, I can't, I don't like thinking about it, but all of us will go there. It's just a matter of when and how, and like that. ICEE is the weekend emotional support friend who we need, who is willing to listen, who, oh my God, storing with yourself. Oh my God, Tamo, thank you for that. If you feeling that from me, thank you so much, because that's what I want you guys to feel. That's why I'm here, because I want you to feel that you are okay to be comfortable, express yourself. But at the same time, I want you to be as well an adult. I want you to be accountable of whatever you're gonna express. If somebody or somehow I misunderstood you, come from a place where I can understand you, and not everyone can think the same as us. So if you want to be understood, have the skill to get or find words in the dictionary in your own vocabulary to actually express it with people, especially the streams. We're very diverse. Okay, not everyone can talk proper, really good, fluent English. But you're here for a reason. You want to interact. So make sure you also have the skill to do that. And if not, there's always a room to grow. There's always a room to practice with ICEE Fit. Ryan are sending virtual hugs, and we're here. We are family here because in this channel, ikaw ang bida, right? ICEE. Yeehaw! Yes. I like that board. Oh my God, I miss you, board. I feel like we didn't talk for years now. Because sometimes I go to board vloggers stream. If I have time, he's always streaming 12 afternoon. So, if I have time, I would be there and we'll just talk about life. Because, board vlogger is also an advocate of mental health. So we love to explore and we love adult conversation, adult discussion where it could be humorous, but at the same time, real, kind of way. Sorry to hear that, Ryan from Bliss. So, to continue, guys, ayan, ang ingay ko na naman. Okay, so let's see. Why do men, ayan, I'm gonna ask you all guys in the chat, and for the people who are gonna watch this on replay, please let me know in the comment section down below. And if you're not subscribed, please do subscribe so you can chat away and meet the wonderful people in the chat, okay? And so Ryan, everybody, virtual, I didn't give you virtual hug, no, Ryan, or virtual hug, okay? So feel better, always remember the good memories. Good memories are there because it's a happy place. So think about that. So my question for you guys, why do men, or for you individually, if you want to just share your perspective, why do you think as a man you struggle with mental health, or the men struggle with their mental health? And this article says that, okay, hold on, let me just put it out. Oh my God, I'm so slow. Ayan. So men have historically been discouraged from seeking mental health support, and even from just acknowledging that they might benefit from it. Throughout the generations, we've been told that seeking help is a sign of weakness. This is according to Dr. Borland. Men are told that we're supposed to deal with our issues and keep them internalized. We're told that talking about how you're feeling is more of a feminine trait. I see! Oh, Timmy is here. Of course, Richard is here in the house. Hola, thumbs up na. Thank you. And I have struggled with depression. Oh, diba? And the result is that men's mental health concerns go untreated, leading to issues like chronic stress and undiagnosed anxiety and depression. In 2022 study, Males and Mental Health Stigma, you should check this out, guys, if you are really into this stuff. American men are subjected to a culture where the standards of masculinity are literally killing them. Though rates of anxiety and depression are higher in women, men are 4 times, oh my goodness. See this, guys? Men are 4 times more likely to die by suicide. So guys, as I've said, cross-reference everything I'm gonna read to you guys. This is not finite. This is just according to one article. So if you can, please do cross-reference it in your own accord. And hey, Henry is in the house. Hola, Henry. And ignoring your mental health can also lead to. So if you have that, and meow, meow, linguishing, meow. Ayan. We didn't have puts and boots in the house because they're out and about, but meow meow to you. Addictive behaviors, including alcohol use or substance abuse. Or substance use, sorry, not abuse, substance use. Chronic pain. Oh, you know this, guys, chronic pain. Sometimes, have you ever observed people, sometimes they would complain that they're having pain a lot, but they would go to a doctor and there's really nothing. It's just pain. And I think it's because you are sad all the time. You have all these hormones in your body that would just tell you you're in pain. Physically, because it just really it just really licks now. So I think that's one of the things when it says chronic pain. But if you are in pain, I know for guys it's really hard to go to a hospital, but if it's really something serious, please do yourself something. Consult your doctor, even just once, consult a doctor. And hi Timmy from Graham, and hey Ryan and admin from Henry from admin. Digestive problems, ooh la la, o diba? Headaches. Oh guys, do you have a lot of headaches? Because for women, I think we have a lot of headaches. A negative mindset attracts negative energy, correct? Exactly. And man's pain tolerance is weaker compared to girls. Oh, because as girls, we're kind of like built to deliver a baby. Oh my God, guys, again, watch Joe Coy's new comedy, and Netflix. Oh my God, I like it. Oh my God, I love it so much. It's good. And I think you can, if you're a mother, if you're a son, you're gonna totally relate. And all of the sons out there, all of you men out there, give your mom a favor and watch Joe Coy's Netflix. You'll definitely understand something about it. Maybe you're gonna try to love girls more than ever. And let's see. Good night, everyone. Thank you, ICEE, and may the force be with you all. Yes, Ryan, and of course to you too. May the force be with you. Always think positive. Negativity, give it a expiration date. And if you feel sad or discord is there, and also Saturday I'm here, and keep walking. It's good for you, but at the same time be careful. You don't want to make that mistake before where you fall and you got all blistered in here. So please do stay safe walking out there. So say goodnight to Ryan, everybody. Oh yes, Ayan. And don't let the bed bugs bite. So negative mindset attracts negative energy. True. I cannot emphasize how true this is. I live it, been there, graduate, done. Don't want that in my life ever. Good riddance for me. Negative energy is good riddance. Don't get me wrong, I still feel that from time to time, but at least now I can understand that I shouldn't have to linger on it, because then it just kind of like feeds. And when other people, they call it vampires, when other people get that energy from you, you're gonna feed each other those, and then it'll just grow and grow and grow, and before you know it, you're not happy. So that's one thing that you shouldn't do. Give yourselves a favor. Do not give it a timestamp. Do not linger on it. And pain is from our work. Oh, from Bob. And negative energy produce hormonal imbalance. Yes, one of the factors definitely. And suicide among men in America is a very serious problem. No one talks available. Oh, no one talks about it. Yeah, even in Japan. I mean, stereotypically, we're pretty known about it. that stuff. But at the same time, it's like no one really talks about it. It's like a hush hush thing. But now I feel like, with the social media, with community here and there, the question right now is where's the correct path? Because, oh my God, the exploitation on it, different people who exploit the weakness that men actually trying to express, there are a lot out there. So for me, this is where my heart cries, my that's so corny. My heart cries about it because this is the time where all men is trying to express how they feel, but then they get exploited and now they're kind of like angry about it. Then we produce a lot of bitter men out there because there's no available support where they can actually just say it, but then actually have the right information of how to deal with it, right influences in their life to how to actually deal with it in the old school ways as well. It's not bad, being traditional, being modern. If you can find the perfect balance on how to react on it, it'll be very, very magical for a lot of people. But unfortunately, there's so many false information out there, fake news, all of these people that just talks. It's a sweet talk. It's basically, it fits your narrative. So you hold on to it. But the thing is, it shouldn't be. You should open your mind. Ask questions. Be critical about everything. Have to practice that logical or critical thinking. Why is it like this? Why is it like that? Not just like, oh, that fits my narrative. Okay, I like that. I like that. I like that. And it's all about fitting the narrative. It's not a good life. You have to mix it, So let's see. Doctors do very little help a man who is in pain. And this is from Tamil 7. I've had it in ICEE. It was 2020. Felt the body pain, digestive issues, hands shaking. The general practitioner didn't get it. The psychiatrist got hold of what I was experiencing, gave me benzodiazepines. I hope I pronounced that correctly. And as prescription, and advised me to have positive thoughts. Even the positive. Have you heard of toxic positivity? Because it was also exploited. So for you guys, this is all I can say. If you're online, make sure to practice critical thinking. And you can watch me, you can agree with me, you can also disagree with me. I want you to practice finding your attorney. Do not just follow. Try to live life the way you want it, but at the same time, be accountable. And practice getting the right information because it's out there. And let's see, next. It was a trip. Oh, and let's see. Turns out, hold on. I can't really see. Why can't I see? Turns out I had anxiety and depression at pandemic, and toxic positivity and toxic negativity are traps. All you need is the right balance and acceptance. Exactly. And let's see who else is in there. I really want to get all of your thoughts out as well. I thought all men give yourself a try to deliver. Oh my God, that's why I watched Joe Coy. Oh my God, I love it. I love it. The way he says it, it's on point. It's just good. At least we still have comedians that are like that out there, like really still funny but true. Because right now I feel like everyone is just money, 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 money. There's no poetry, there's no art, there's no creativity. So I'm really happy that one of our own Jogoy is still at it, doing good. Well, I can't take pain medication, so imagine dealing with pain after a motorcycle wreck. And it's a pandemic too in America, I've heard about it. Sometimes it'll just put you in a pain, and you weren't an addict, but because of this, all of these pharmaceutical things sometimes. I mean, don't get me wrong, there are good things and bad. But there are just certain stuff in there that will make you addictive even if you're not. And rather than focusing on what's the problem, how to deal with it, which is like my job. You know, when you have chronic pain, sometimes it's because you're so sedentary that you're not doing anything. That's why your muscle, your joints are getting weaker by a minute. And then it obviously is going to have pain. So it's not always pills. Do something about it. There are prevention, they said, is always better than cure. There are exercises out there. So to make sure that as long as you're getting older, you're very doing maintenance. Not just on pills, but as well give yourself a chance to feel young with the help of exercise and proper diet. Ayan. Not for you, Henry, but for everyone. Okay, guys? Ayan. Doctors do very little help a man who is in pain. Yeah, sometimes they would tell you, like, man up. I feel bad for you guys, you know, for that one. And let's see. Hello, Blizzard from Timmy. And you cannot find the correct path in YouTube. Where is that? Why can't I see that? Where is that? Ayon, okay. It will get exploited somehow, but how you react to it and it doesn't affect that chaos to your real life is called maturity. And we're all about it. Maturity. Accountability. How many times I would say that, and I will never get tired saying that in my stream because it's also note to myself. When I say these things, it's not because to belittle anybody. You know, these are the things we have to have. You know, if you want to live alone, then don't have it. But stay away from people that wanted to get... Oh my goodness. Just trying to make fun of it sometimes, guys, okay? So it's not really that serious because, you know, sometimes when it's too much serious, then you got to feel negative about it. So laughing, you know, release hormones that are good for us, endorphins. Once I laugh, you'll try to laugh, you know, or not. I don't care. But at least you have that something. And yeah, that's very true, Timmy. And so sometimes I'm stressed because I'm in pain. So yeah, I can see why some use things and try to commit because it is very depressing. And a doc will help a man if he is openly bleeding or has a broken bone. Anything less, I have been dismissed. Aww. You know, sometimes doctors, if you're watching, doctors, have sympathy a little bit. I get it. Sometimes you see it over and over and over and over and over and over again. And people doesn't learn. I get it. But you know, you choose to be a doctor. You know, it's a hard job. But accountability in its finest. Still have sympathy. You know, kind of like do not lose that. Do not lose your sympathy to people that are in pain. Make sure that they're pretty much taken care of because that's your job. The same way as my job is to take care of my client's body when I'm with them. So accountability it is. And very true, Bob. And Jay Hola, Jay-Shar, how you doing? I've never seen you, or I always missed, you know, Richie Max. Is he still in America, Jay-Shar? So thank you, Jay-Shar. Guys, please do welcome back Jay-Shar, Ayan. Hopefully you can share some of your thoughts as well. And Mami May is in the house. Hola, Mami May. Let's see. Jay-Shar just become a member at dahil dyan. Arigato. Thank you. And hey May, mega love shout out Lalabs, Timmy, and Mama May. Oh, Tina is still here. How you doing, Tina? How about you, Tina? Are you doing better, Tina? Not tired at all? And Bob, especially emotional or mental. Yes, a lot of people dismiss. I love listening. You know, guys, I love to get in your head. I love to get inside your head, how you think, guys, because I always feel like I'm still a woman at the end of the day. I will never, ever, ever understand what you guys feeling, but at least I can comprehend it if you're gonna express it with me, you know. So it's like my cup of tea. I like to understand the people that I do care about. You know, I like to understand human behavior because at some point I want to be good at this. You know, at some point, hopefully I get a career out of this. I really want to be that. Not therapist, not a psychiatrist. That's too much craziness. You know, if there's one thing, we'll see. We'll see. In 10 years from now, we'll see. Bliss, the reason why most of the people has no twin, it is because we all are different. Even identical twins has differences. It only means no comparison. Ooh la la. You know, another comparison. You know, it's kind of nice. You know what, Timmy? We should talk about it. You know, comparing culture or comparison with a shame in itself. Because I think comparing is not really a bad thing. But depending on what kind of culture we grow up in, sometimes comparing is too toxic. Nagigets mo ba yung sinasabi ko, Timmy? Diba? And Graham says, there was a time when men would gather and talk about shared issues, thus gaining understanding. In today's world, it is difficult to find a place for men to gather. Well, it comes with a lot of factors, especially like online and offline. You know, you can see a lot of factors in it. That's why it's a very, very broad conversation, discussion. But it always comes down to the extreme of the extreme, especially if it's online. So for me, my goal is to give that, guys, to you, where you can express yourself, but at the same time, do not be petty with me. Not you, Graham. I mean, you know, people that are listening. I have to always, you know, make it clear like that, you know, not to anybody, but just for us to actually have a healthy adult conversation. You know, I don't want anybody, even me, to be at point like, no, you're wrong, I am right. I don't like that kind of conversation, okay? It only goes if it's like a fact. There's a certain fact, like the world, and then people flatter their We're not that. We're not in that bubble, okay? We're here for real interaction, real experiences, real sharing, you know, brainstorming, ideas, ganon. And let's see. Okay, I don't share my feelings online. A large percentage of people on YouTube don't even hold down a job. It's good I have a job, Bob. I didn't get hurt, Bob. I didn't get hurt. I have a job. I have a very, very fulfilling job. And this is actually, you know, and that happens, Blizz. Okay, let's go back to Blizzard. Where is Blizzard? Let's see. I feel like I have missed a lot. Okay. Sometimes when you express your hurt or pain, some people immediately start the comparisons. Yeah. And this is the thing that I realized. You know, it doesn't really mean that if I experienced it, ooh la la. Do you hear that? There's actually a cricket probably right around the corner of our room outside. That's been like that for like 2 days. You know, in the Philippines, there's a myth about that. Timmy. Mag-Halloween na kasi. Ayan, TV. Ang dami ko atang bisita ngayong Halloween. But it's been there for 2 days. Like last night when I was actually watching and falling asleep with old men, I thought the cricket is part of the TV show. But TV show is done and it's still there. So I don't know if you can hear it, but if you do, oh my god, it's very loud. Like I can hear it totally. So, yes, and hold your horses, I say. Which one? Which one? And very true, Bob. Um, okay, I want to go back, read. Okay, I don't want to miss everybody's. This is a very important conversation to have. This is from JJ. Think it's important not to mistake grief for negativity. Grief is important process for everyone to move forward. Yes. And that's why you have to understand yourself first. If you can understand your own feelings, emotions, then you can actually express it. But even if you don't know what you are feeling, how can you really express it? Common sense, right? But a lot of people mistaken this. You don't understand me. Do you understand yourself? That's the question, isn't it? And let's see. But being around positive people and friends, family helps a lot. Yes, definitely. And you cannot find okay. I've read that one. Whew. Now you see why men don't complain about our suffering. Oh. Well, that's kind of like a telltale, but that's what I'm saying. It's a lot of factors. There's so many factors out there. But if us individually can understand where to go, when to go, how to say it, I think it could be a start for a new generation of where we can be accountable, we can be mature enough to talk about these things without the judging, without the shaming, without the comparison, without the labeling, all of this stuff. But it has to start somewhere. And I think it's just time, for people that can actually express themselves to step up and try to start this kind of things. Especially YouTube is here. Use YouTube, use this platform to actually try to reach out to those people so they can also reach out, and then it'll be a flow cycle of life, right? I think that's how I see it. It could be a fairy tale in my own universe, but at least for the most part in ICEE Fit, the people that come here, for the most part, that's how I feel with them. It's a good cycle of good energy. So I think if this is a small world that I'm having is nice, why not, right? Why not grow? It's just a matter of us trying to do it for the greater good. And I would want you guys to do it with me, okay? And let's see. Oh my God, I'm so slow talaga. Bliss, true, and make our suffering into a joke. And sometimes when, yes. And the reason why most of the people, okay, I've read that again. Sorry guys, I'm very slow today. As I've said guys, very low bat. Low bat talaga tayo ngayon. I'm okay lang baby, sa wakas nakauwi na. Yes guys, please do offer Tinay a very much virtual hug. I do see that, I need to catch up with you, my Filipina beauty Tinay. So I hope you're getting the proper, nutrition. Make sure that you get a full recovery, okay? And if I listen to the doctors, I would never walk again. So I look at the pain I'm still dealing with as a positive thing. Good mindset. I like that, Henry. Yes, so you can always change mindset. Mind is the most, at least for me, the most powerful thing we have in our body. Our mind has no limit. Some people get crazy because they reach the limit and they're like, ooh la la land. Guys, do not get triggered with me, guys, okay? Sometimes I'll make this something so you can laugh, okay? I can laugh because sometimes there are certain things that even myself, not because I'm saying this, I'm comfortable at what I'm gonna share. Of course, I'm also nervous. I'm also not comfortable about this because these are things that I want to learn. But if I'm not going to open it up, if I'm not going to go out of my comfort zone and ask questions, how am I going to understand? So do not assume that if I laugh or I joke something, it means, it's I see fit. I joke, I talk. It's just, do not take things too personal. Have fun with it, but at the same time, have a good flowing conversation with me, okay? I get it. Some people probably would have a cup of tea. If it's serious, it's serious. Not mine. That's why we have our channels, okay? And this is what you're gonna get with me. Okay, guys? So just make sure to understand that in that sense. And listening is where we can learn. Exactly. I don't share my feelings online. I like that one. And that happens, Blizzard. Just tell the people that compares to you with somebody else. You want to be her or him? Do it yourself then. Don't ask me to do it. Sometimes stupid people deserve stupid response. Did I say that correctly? Diba? Loud and clear, diba? And Timmy from admin, ayan, with a heart, and having a cricket in your house is supposed to, oh my god, yes. Now I want it. Come on, sing more for me. I need a lot of luck. No, that's nice. So cricket is a good luck. Ooh, so I guess that's my universe telling me to have peace. Everything will be okay. It's a good luck. Oh my god, thank you, universe. Thank you. Ayan. Cricket means you're not allowed to sleep tonight. Ikaw naman talaga bored, oh. Ayan. And ICEE Fit, how are you? Oh, how are you, Jay Shore? I actually, like, last time, I do a little bit. And I didn't see you in there, so I hope you're doing good also, Jay Shore, or you're having fun. And Jerking, good day. I see. Hi everyone. Jerking, thank you for being in the stream last time. I do appreciate that. And the shit, diba? First time chatter, just wanted to pop in and say you're important, you are wanted, and your purpose is needed. Oh my goodness, oh, nice name. And then this. Thank you for that. Like a wonderful, see, good vibes. I don't understand why people just go to stream and ruin a stream. It's like that. After 3 years of being in a stream, that's the thing that maybe I try to not understand because it's irrelevant. Maybe that's my problem. I don't want to understand. It's not because I cannot understand. It's just I don't want to understand because it's so irrelevant for me. Because if you're a bad person overall, it's like, why would I associate myself with you when you want to carry a lot of people in your sadness, in your mystery? How about you try to open up yourself and be more like other people? Not in a sense where you have to be like them. Is just try to open your heart to positive people. There are positive people out there, even myself. As of recent, I was told that I'm always positive. How am I so positive all the time? Blah, blah, blah. I don't know. Because I love feeling positive. And it's probably over. As I've said, guys, I have so much love that sometimes I feel like it's overflowing. And I think that's just what you guys, because we're all energy. Maybe it's just too much that I have to take it out, and you guys that are open to that love, open to like being felt loved, wanting to give love, you guys are feeling that energy and it's a good flow, and that's why we like each other. These things can happen. These things are energy around us. If you don't have it, try to internalize things. Try to think, what are you doing that makes you in that shithole? And maybe it's just how you like it, but good. But do not, poison other people that wants to get better. Oh my God, I feel sorry for those people sometimes. They just want to get better, but then people are dragging them down. So it's like, it's really not a nice thing to observe. Not that I'm saying I'm observing it on anywhere it's just a thing. All of us observe that in one of our phases in our life. And I live for 200 years. So I did observe that a lot, you know. And Papa Loves, are you done streaming everyday part of life? Mikey, hola, hola, hola. Oh, because Mikey is here. This is for you, Mikey. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Let's see if I can put it out. And of course, it's loading. It's always loading. Ayan, because Mikey's in the ass catching up a 2 times surprise Lemmy live stream. Oh, you were in Lemmy. Oh, thank you, Felipe. Do not overburn yourself. Overburn. Overburn. Ayan. And good day, Felipe from Mikey. I need to get some sleep, so take care, everyone, and later talking. Tiny feet. Thank you, Henry. Don't forget, ayan, pain, range of motion. Okay, learn that from me, Henry. It'll save you a lot of, like uncomfortable pain and aches. Just believe it, okay, and practice that with me. Let's see. Wait until you can't sleep and say if it's a good luck. Timmy naman, no? Ay, wag naman ganun, Timmy. I love it's good luck. I would just believe in Henry that it is a good luck, because I want a good luck. So let's see what else do we have here. So another one is heart disease. These are the why men struggle with mental health, and ignoring your mental health can lead to more continuation on that is sleep disorders, heart disease, stroke, weight gain, or weight loss. It always interchangeably with those two. And Chauncey, good evening. I see. Hey, Felipe, everyday and admin. Oh, Chauncey, how you doing, Chauncey? How about you, Chauncey? Anything that you can share, like as a man in the universe? Why is it a struggle for some men to say or express themselves, or when they're like in struggling with their mental health? Why do you think where's the struggle coming from? Chauncey, hi from Felipe G. Chauncey Adams, howdy from Mikey. So, with that being said, guys, this article is also saying the same thing as with me. And guys, as I've said, sorry if I'm a little bit slow. I'm trying here. The show must go on. Thankfully, the stigma seems to be changing. I see it in my practice every day across all age groups, nationalities, cultures, and you name it. Men are finally coming to therapy. Yes. Like if you think about it, back in the day, now, I think, more and more men are actually opening to therapists. Therapy is good, especially if you can find a perfect fit for you. Same as personal trainer. Just because there's only one therapist, you should stick with it. If it's not comfortable, if you don't feel you're comfortable without it, and I'm just saying this as what I practice is also one-on-one client basis. I feel like you as a client, you as a person who's paying for the services, you have to understand you have the power to make sure that you are comfortable to express yourself. You don't feel shame. You can actually talk about it. Sometimes it takes a good person, or like the good chemistry. You have to feel that, because sometimes just talking about it without actually that energy, the flow of energy, as I would say it, as how I see it, without that, you're not going to be able to unlock things that you should be unlocking for yourself. So, yes, generally, men do not share or express their true mental health with women. Yes, I noticed that. There are exceptions, but trust and privacy are paramount. Yes, that's the thing. And I, I just noticed about this with me. When it comes to men, I feel like because I come from that intention of I want to understand, and I also can control myself to not get triggered or not to get too emotional about it, and not actually bringing my own baggage when I talk to, like the opposite gender. I want to understand. And when they actually feel it for themselves, I think that's where, my clients would talk about it, their feelings, and sometimes I would be like, oh my God, too much information. But it's a thing. I want to understand because we're different genders. If I cannot understand you, how am I gonna be able to actually be okay with the opposite, sex? How can I have a good relationship with people that I deal with every day? So it's not always gonna be like woman, woman, woman. Usually I get to talk more with men, because for whatever reason, it's just I think, how I talk. Sometimes, not everyone. That's why I always say in my stream, I'm so happy right now because I get to have more friends. Like when I'm on YouTube, when I started, Bijina here, thank you, Timmy. I know you're very busy, Timmy. So thank you for all the wonderful thoughts and perspective. You know how much I love your mind. So thank you for that. But yes, like with women, the moment I become a streamer is probably the most like quantity of girlfriends I have that actually accept me for who I am. And that's actually like an eye opener for me. Because in my real life, not this is not real. I mean in person, dealing in person, men to men, woman to woman. Usually a lot of women around me doesn't really like how I talk, how I look. There's always going to be judgment, there's always going to be shamed. And because I talk like this, it's really hard for me to be friends with women. But when I started my streaming, I get to explore the world that I've never explored because I'm limited. And I'm happy that now I can say that I have a lot of people that I can talk to, that I'm comfortable, and I can only call friends, of course, online because we've never seen each other yet. But to seal the deal, hopefully someday, somehow, I can have a meet and greet where I can actually meet people that I get to interact for years and years of doing this. Because I want to see you in person. I want to feel your energy. I want to feed on it. Feed on it. I think most men are told at a young age they need to be tough. Any pain they should cover it up. Yes, diba? I get that. And men don't share feelings and problems with women. It will be used against him in the... See this, right? The exploitation. This is the thing that really sometimes really makes me... really, And it's the same thing. Like if you see it, Bob, like sometimes men on mainstream, they would attack. That's why you have this incels, these people, the bitter men on the internet, because they just attack based on the lots and lots of bad experiences with women. At the same time, vice versa, women would do the same. And for me, I'm just always like, like I'm shaking my head because we're supposed to love each other. But because we don't want to understand each other, we love to compete. For one, you have a PP and I have a JJ. We cannot compete, okay? So rather than compete, it's like, why do we exploit people that we should actually protect and love? I just can't understand it. And that's where I always say it's accountability. Because people, men or women alike, there are people out there that don't want to take accountability for their fuck ups. So they love to blame the other person and vice versa. And then the exploitation, the shaming, the judging. That's why I said, if you have a failed relationship, do not take it as a bad thing. Do not carry that baggage to the next one. Internalize that. Why do you think these people or this person or this man or this woman did that to you? You know, try to think about it. Or maybe you're too nice for that bitch because the bitch wants a slut or like a guy who is a piece of shit. That's not your problem, isn't it? So stay away from that kind of woman, because at the end of the day, that's the choice you made. Accountability, same as women. Do not always generalize all men. Just because you got cheated 3 times, every man are cheaters. Maybe you are doing something, that's why they cheat. And I get it. People would tell me I'm victim blaming or victim shaming or something like that. But that's where accountability comes from. The end of the day, that's your choice. If the person cannot commit to you, that's not your problem. It's the person's problem. Good riddance. Goodbye. Next. Move on. Have a life. And do not carry your baggage to the next one. Because it's not even starting yet and you're already sabotaging yourself because you're carrying your past to the present. I think that's just what for me is. In kind of like a samuraized way. And let's see, as a woman myself, I can say it is a big factor for us. If my man would open up, oh my God, yes. You know, if you get to that level, which I feel like you and Richard are already having because you're just in sync. I can hear your laughter and the viewers cannot understand, but you two are laughing. That means you are totally in sync. So, his true mental health for me. By then, I would know how to help him overcome with the negativity he feels, if ever there is. And that's where JHR is saying trust and privacy. You know, trust and just knowing that the woman you choose or that the man you choose, no matter how fuck up your feelings are, they're gonna be there to support you. They're gonna let you explore what you are feeling. Because at the end of the day, they want you to be better. Because if you are a better person, then their choice is good. They made a good choice. You know, it's a good cycle of life. Good cycle of not just love relationship, but good cycle of family relationship. Good cycle of friendship relationship. That's how I see it. But again, as I've said, not for everyone. Okay, I'm just sharing my ideas of how I see the world. But if that man has no trust in his woman, when it comes to that stuff, it's kinda red flag for me. If you're not honest in the first place, then trust is not in the picture. Oh my God, yes, yes. Look, guys, you know, I come from a deep-rooted culture of you have to adapt, you have to adjust of what is asked of you. You know, you have to understand what people think about you before you even think for yourself. I got that kind of deep-rooted culture in me. The moment I just, you know, fuck this shit, I'm gonna be who I am. And if you don't like me, fuck you. No, it's not like really like that, you know. Because if you say it like that, then just it means you don't give a shit, right? You know, what I'm saying is, this is me. There are certain things that I can change. But right now, this is who I am, you know. If you can express the things that you don't want, but at the same time, not expecting that I would change for you, but have that understanding of where is okay and not okay, which is why boundaries are really good for everyone. I tell you guys, if you can have boundaries for everybody, you're gonna save a lot of heartaches and pains, you know. So for me, wifey 99 from ET. Ayan, Mommy May is in the house. I got trusted in the wrong place. Ooh la la, you got trusted in the wrong place. So for me, it's like that. You have to understand that, being honest with yourself is a thing. If you cannot be honest with yourself, you have to always have a validation of someone else before you even feel that it is true. Then there's an underlying thing in there. So why would you expect other people to be honest with you, to trust you, to be something for them when you cannot even be honest with yourself? Honesty with yourself is not really easy for a lot of people. It isn't. And I'm pretty sure with a lot of men especially, because the society has put a lot of pressure on you as well in the things that as women shouldn't always say that we will understand, because we won't. We're women. The only thing you can do for us is to express it, to make us at least comprehend where you coming from. But if you, like me, when I say it, that's why I laugh, because it shouldn't be that way. Like, love me for who I am. Oh, if you don't like me, fuck yeah, It couldn't be. Because at the end of the day, what is your intention? If your intention is to drive people away from you, continue what you're doing. If no one is loving you right now, continue what you're doing. But if you want a person to understand you, if you want person, to love you as who you are, at least express it in a way that one of those people that you would choose can understand. Especially with women. Remember, guys, we have Talong and we have Bibenka. We're totally different creature. The only thing we can have is our words, our speech, our energy, our mentality. So always take care of this. This is your weapon, guys. If you're weak in the head, a lot of people will exploit you. And do not blame other people, because it is what it is. There are people out there that are vultures. They're waiting for the vulnerable time where they can exploit your weakness. In a small scale, you can see that in streams. They'll poke until you boom. And they'll be like, oh my God, that sometimes I cannot understand what it was. You're a bad person. If your comfort zone is to actually feed on people that are having hard time and struggling out there, I can't deal with that. That's just bad in my opinion. If you can find comfort in that, there's underlying conditions somewhere, and you must really, really, really check your doctor. That's too harsh, guys. Okay, guys. Just wanted to love it. I love that. Which one, True King? Ayan. Good that you're loving me right now. And let's see. Okay, let's go back to the chat. Whew. Hello, Timmy and Mikey, Sir E.T. Ayan. Is E.T. going or already done? Which one is it? And let's see. Hello, Sir Mike from Mommy May. And know the difference when someone just needs to express their feelings and when they are asked. Yes. You know what? I actually had this system right now with all of my friends or trusty people that actually, tell their stories with me. Because now I have to understand that my life is not just offline. I have also life online. In a way, because I have a community on Discord. So people can actually comment on your videos. It's not really my life, but I have a community to support. That's how I see it. So in a way, I always tell people, okay, if you just want me to listen and you don't want me to talk, tell it. Because you have to understand, this is how I always explain this, okay? When we say stuff, when we share something, once we open our mouth, it almost gives other people the entitlement that to come back. So for me, it's just given. It shouldn't be shamed. It shouldn't be like taken as a negative thing. It's just what it is. We are humans that we can actually communicate. All animals communicate. So for me, I always just say it, like, okay, if you're a person of mine, if you just want me to listen, you don't want me to say shit, you know who I am, you know how I am, you know how I think, let me know. Okay, I see. I don't want you to say anything. I just want you to listen. Is that okay? We have that kind of system. Because for me, that's the same thing. I don't even have to tell my friends. Like, if I want you to listen to me, I would just say that in first time. Okay, shut up. I don't want you to say anything. I just want you to listen because I'm really, really like this, okay? Don't say anything. And then when I need advice, I also say it. I'm okay. I'm ready for tough love. I'm ready for whatever. Whether it's bad or good, just say it because I'm ready for it. So I think it's accountability in the highest order, where you can be aware of how you communicate, how you express things. Because you cannot just because they're your friends, just because they're willing to listen to you, do not expect them to not react. You're giving your energy to them. Be accountable that you're putting other people in your story. So if they react on it, do not be very, very triggered. Like, why are you doing this? Blah, 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 blah. That's childish shit. Once you open your mouth, be accountable for the comeback. That's how it is. That's how people communicate. Okay? Just because we're all in the typing and social media, you can just say things out loud and pretend that, oh my God, I didn't say that. Oh, la, 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 la. That's childish. Be accountable at the end of the day. Okay, now we're not on men's health, guys. I'm sorry, guys. Not every revelation need advices, Blizzard. Sometimes all you can offer is a shoulder to lean on and an ears to listen. And a company to be willing to accept you. Oh my God. I hope all of my friends and, like my new friends, online, offline, I hope they really understand this is how I work. Like, I'll accept you, how crazy you are, whatever. But be accountable. Because I'm not gonna fight your fight. We're all adults. If you fucked up, you fucked up. Deal with it. You want help? Okay, I'll help you. But are you gonna get better? But there are moments where even your close friends, they would do it over and over. And that's how I see it, is an abusive relationship. Because they know people will support them. They're going to do it over and over and over and over again. But if you're a type of friend, you know that person is doing it over and over and over again. You accept that person. If you understand it's just who it is, then just love it as what it is. Do not expect anything. Be their friend when they need it. When they're down, you know they're gonna do it again, so what? Your intention is being a friend. That's why I zone in on intention. Because that's how I know who you are. That's how I know what your energy is. So I don't know if you're doing that for your own, guys, but that saves me a lot of heartaches and heartbreaks. And okay, I hear that. Teeny 100 from Blizz. And Blizz, feeling is nothing more than feeling. Trying to forget my love. Cannot remember which one of my wifeys. But not every woman understands the man, especially if she's talking to that man with her own agenda, and not because she cares for that man, but because she wants something from that man. So guys, I get it. Guys, I really feel sorry. I've said this multiple times. I'm very afraid for the next generation of men. When, fit and fresh, Sneeko, these types of people that I'm saying, Andrew Tate. If you're type of, people that follow these people, good for you guys. They're probably doing something good for you. But as an outsider, as a woman who wants men to flourish, to be the protector of any family that they choose to be with, I was really, really afraid because there's no real men out there who just doesn't talk. I mean, talk it out. Be loud if you can. But without action, it's nothing. Men should have words and action. That's how I grew up. That's how I'm surrounded. In Japan, we have those two. We put a lot of expectations on our men, don't get me wrong, and I feel bad about it too. But now, because it is getting softer, it's a chaotic world because we're humans. We're different. Each and every one of us are different. But if you think you have the knowledge, you have the wisdom to guide new generation of men, please do me a favor and save this universe. It's just chaotic, and sometimes I do feel sad about it, but it is what it is. So I'm really happy that I have this community every Saturday so I can have hope. My hope is rising. There's still wonderful people out there. We're gonna be fine. We're gonna be okay. And let's see. Oh my goodness, there's so many na. Okay. So people have to be careful whom they trust. Yes. That's all we can do. That's really all we can do. Be smart. Be careful. Very, very careful. But at the same time, do not be just safe. But if you're okay with that, you want your life to be stagnant, you're okay with that, do you. That's your life, Just do what makes you at peace, happy. But if you're miserable, do you too. But stay away from the people who wants to get better. Because sometimes it's just really, the people that are just too toxic. Like, you can see that a lot, Like, if you watch reality TV show, I know it's scripted and all, but sometimes you get the glimpse of how toxic. Instagram, if you are a person who always on Instagram, there's all that. It's unreal. There's no realness. There's no authenticity. So it's very hard because how can you read if you're constantly online? I mean, online, it's good because we can actually use our words to express what we're feeling and what we're trying to share. That's kind of like, when you're having like reading comprehension and then writing comprehension. On top of that, there's a speaking or conversation or like talking, There are three things. But reading, you can only read someone when you're there. When you're in that situation. When you face, and with women. That's why I get it. We all have our craziness. Men, women. It's just a different level in itself. But with men's mental health, I just really hope, we do not shame men when they're trying to express themselves. Do not call them like, too much like, there are people out there that are sensitive. There are people out there that just really feels it. And I think for me, those are my people. Because, you don't have to talk. You know those types of men who rarely talks, but then once they talk, you can feel what they're saying because there's energy, So yeah, okay, that's too much spiritual. Check your doctor. Hi, May. Teamy agenda something. Okay, I get it. Benefits. Ayun. And Uncle E.T. Yup, benefits. I always ask, do you want my advice? Oh. Yes, right? It's like, do not do. I mean, when I'm talking here, I feel like I'm giving unsolicited advice, but I'm just saying this is just conversation. This is just discussion. It's not really I'm telling this because I want you to do this. No, 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 no. It's just a conversation, especially when it comes to behavior, when it comes to our mental health, when it comes to our emotion. As I've said, all emotions are valid at a point. At some point, you know. And a man's issues are just that. Trying to explain that to a woman is like pushing a square peg in around a hole. Men seek solutions, not feelings. We are always looking to progress. No, I hear this a lot, Graham, as well. But that's why we are built for being a man and a woman. You know, when you're not in a relationship, it doesn't have to be love. It could also be like, you know, brother, you know, bromance. Bromance. Not really bromance. But I'm saying, I know, I understand what you're saying, Graham. But you know what? When you reach or when you choose, that's why it says every man's success is a woman. Same thing as woman. Every woman's success is a man. It's a teamwork. So if you cannot, you know, understand that, and if you cannot let your woman or the opposite sex understand where you're coming from, then that's where the clashes, the clashing thing, that's where the attacking comes from. Because we, at some point, we love. We get in a relationship, whether it's friendship or whatever, in a opposite sex because we love. Once you love, you already given the other person the chance to feel something because you make them feel it. So if we are just going to tell each other, or constantly men would say like, I cannot express to you blah 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 blah, then yeah, that's where the misunderstanding, that's where the lost in translation, because you didn't even try. Not you, Graham, but all of us, we didn't even try. Even women would be like that the same way. I've heard many women say it as well. You will never understand what I'm feeling because you're not a woman. Like that. Why would he? Why would I? You know? But to use our vocabulary, to use our skill to actually express and be sympathetic that we love this person and I want this person to know at least and comprehend where I'm coming from. Why not? Because maybe as a woman, they know how to deal with it more than I can. You know? Things like that. It's a teamwork. The same as community. This is why I love discussion. Because not because it's coming from a man, it's irrelevant, or if it's coming from a woman or opposite, it's irrelevant. Sometimes there's relevancy in it because it's a mix of different perspective. That's kind of like my opinion about it. And let's see, the topic is complex, but the answers are pretty simple. The catch is what level of maturity, mentality, and wisdom of the woman that the man is confiding in. Oh my God, you give me goosebumps, Jay Shore. Yes, and I'm trying to be there. I'm trying to be ready for it. Because I want real interaction, not just with my fellow women. But now that I'm in a community, I want everyone, I want to see everyone to have a success story. I want everyone where they can feel they are real to themselves and still can express themselves. Because at least for me, this is how I feel. The moment I can understand my own feelings, my own emotions, and how can I actually express it with a different, different person aside from me, it's very powerful. It's like, oh my God, you understand me? Really? It's very freeing. It's like freedom. Because now people can really see who you really are. They can actually love you for who you are and not what you are portraying. It's a very magical and powerful thing. And if you can love in that sense, ooh la la, sublime it is. So yes, I see. I want you to listen, but at this moment, it does not compute because you are telling me to listen. I want. I don't understand. And women tend to listen to respond. Ooh la la. Oh yes. Sometimes, yeah. Ouch. That's why sometimes I shut my mouth. I know when to shut it. And Graham, if explaining is all you can do, then you will be explaining your whole life, and that's bullshit. Ooh la la. And Timmy, a mature man will want to find solutions and then move on. Dwelling on issues has no benefit. The same with a woman, Graham. I don't like talking this stuff over and over. And the same stuff. Oh, I get that. But makulit ako eh. If the person is not doing it correctly, the way I want to express myself, they cannot understand still. I'm going to do it and do it and do it and practice and do it again until I get the real connection. It's the same as parenting, you know, especially with boys. Parenting with boys, you have to be like this, you have to be consistent. You cannot be inconsistent with boys. You know, boys need tough love. Boys need that check. You know, you have to check them. The same as with women. You know, if we have the right men in our lives, you should check your woman too. You know, it's what we do for each other. We should, rather than attacking each other, we should just check each other out. You're doing this wrong. But in a good way, in a good intention. You know, not to belittle someone, but in a good intention. For example, I am hungry and I have pizza dough in the fridge. So I made a pizza and put it in the oven. I'm waiting 10 minutes to feast. Ooh la la. And I'm constantly online without fail because it's monitoring my place for intruders. Well, the thing is, if you have time for it, you already done your work, if that's your cup of tea, you know, if I can do it, ooh la la. If I can just, you know, sit in here and support all the people that I love supporting, interacting with all the people that I love interacting, I'd be happy with it too. But I cannot do that. Not everyone can do these things, you know. So, yes, do you, E.T.? Enjoy your pizza, Graham. Salamat po. And tip, do not trust the person who publicly wash their personal dirty laundry in social media. If they can't keep theirs, how much is yours? Ooh la la, very true, Timmy. And sis Timmy, really true. And I see fit, I agree. Men and women are different and we have different views. I think understanding is bullshit. Compassion is the key, in my honest opinion. Another tip, do not trust a person that spread frustrations and pain all over social media, no matter what kind of situation that is. They just want sympathy. Oh my God. Mommy May, Wifey 99, bought the latest laundry machine that can also include the one that talks. Nothing wrong with feeling. Just be prepared to put them aside. Yes, see, Felipe G. Very, 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 very like silent, but when it hits you. Just be prepared to put them aside when appropriate and action is required. Maturity, you know, in all simplicity. You know, you have to, we cannot, you know, this is the thing that I've learned. One of the things I've learned in life that makes it a little bit easier is that you shouldn't control other people. We shouldn't control other people. Unless if that's your cup of tea, then do you. Just stay away from me. I can spot that a mile away. But for me, I cannot control anybody. And I don't want to. I want you to live your life the way I live my life, the way I want it to be. I have mistakes here and there. But guess what? That's who made me who I am right now. You know, there are certain things like that. So whatever it is, you can only control you. And at the end of the day, if it's not If it's out of your control, move on. Deal whatever, like just deal whatever it is that we can control our emotions. We can control our reaction. People that cannot control it needs a lot of practicing. That's why there's a lot of anger management, this. There's a lot of community out there, an outlet to reach out, to control that. Because, sometimes it's just a matter of like bad hormone in your brain. Like people who have concussions over and over again. Imagine, in American football, they've talked about this many times. Because somehow, that part of the brain switched off. But if you understand where are they coming from, then it's your choice to be sympathetic about it or not. It's still your choice. But do not control people just to fit your own narrative. If no one tells you about this, that is very bad. That is a bad character to have. And at the end of the day, you will be in your own dead bed feeling sorry about yourself because no one really loves you for who you really are. Because everybody's just afraid of you. Everyone just loves you because they can benefit from you. No one loves you because you're just you. I feel bad for those people. But it's the choices they've made. And that's what their deathbed, it looks like that. I don't feel sympathy at all. They've had a whole life ahead of them. Sometimes they die 90, 100, 180, 60. What did you do? Accountability. And let's see. Okay, ulala. Which part? Which part is it, Timmy? And True King says that's why we as men are very inclusive. Yes, I totally understand that. So, you know what? I don't want to stigmatize. If you're a woman, please, if you have men in your life, try to be silent when it's needed. If they want to talk, let them talk. Listen, just listen. That's why we have girlfriends. We talk to each other. But if it's your man, if you want a real man in your life, you have to make sacrifices as well to shut up and listen, to not respond, but to listen and comprehend and understand and contemplate on what they're trying to tell you. And always remember, that's the man you choose. Or these are the men friends that you choose. These are the friendships that in the opposite sex that you choose. If you want to share a wonderful life journey with whomever you choose to be, whether it's family member, friendship, online friends, community, whatever it is, make sure to understand that part. And I hope, in ICEE Fit, we can actually live in that. We will shame people. We will call out people when it's needed, especially if it's in the community, if it's in my stream, if it's needed. But at the same time, I hope we don't shame each other. Let people express what they're feeling. And if you express anything in my stream, be accountable that not everyone would like it. And be okay with that because you shared it. It comes from you. You don't want to share it, just share it with me. I'll try to be there. I'll try to get it. I'll try to be there. And that's where Discord is for. Diba? So sometimes I can check up on you. Are you guys still alive? Are you okay? I love doing that. For whatever reason, I'm so into community. I've never really felt something, this, because I always love being in my own bubble, in a way, in my own universe, I keep my people so close. But ever since, doing this stream, I am accountable for opening myself in the world. And if you are gonna let me in, I totally appreciate that, because it's not easy for me to let people in. So I take of that like that, in a way. The way you treat me is how I treat you, kind of way. And that's where I'm coming from as of right now. Oh, diba? And let's see. This is Habi. I don't have a plan to buy laundry machines because I have enough electronic bill. Ooh, electricity. And I respond once or twice. Next, okay, scene mode. Wow, if you scene mode me, Timmy, huh? Do not scene mode me, Timmy. I see. And it is far easier for a man to express himself in private to a woman or stranger that does not know him. Yes, because the being biased is not going to be there. Versus a woman that thinks that she knows him. There is a reason for this. Oh. And it's very, very tempting, isn't it, Jay Shar? I think, in a way, not the same, but with women, to kind of like understand it in a woman's perspective, it's usually when we have, problems, it's easier to just say it to girlfriends or whoever rather than pinpoint it towards whomever you have a problem with. So in a way, in a sense, I understand, but in a different, it's really, really weird, isn't it, if you think about that? And that's, yeah, so be smart with your choices, guys. At the end of the day, it's your choice. Whoever you're gonna be with, friends, community, whatever it is, we're not just gonna be, just love life. No, it's everyone is connected. So I'm speaking in that kind of way. I'm strong enough to hand wash. Ooh la la, I've never hand washed for a long, long time. Maturity. That's the word I could. But you're matured enough, Felipe G. You're just being fake humble. I can see the fake humble in you. And Happy 99 from Mommy May. Salute E.T. And hi Jay. And Uncle E.T. Does that machine swear? Maturity, oh, that's hard. But our minds are complex. You balancing right and wrong is something that we have to accept with a correct attitude. This how ICEE affect me every time. I can't resist commenting. Need to read. Oh my god, is that yours? Actually, I finished the new upload. I don't know if that's yours or is it Roberto's. But I'm really waiting for it. You're not doing any message that you uploaded something. So just sometimes I would pinpoint where is hers? Where is hers? Because I know when it's not yours, I can pinpoint. I lose interest in the story. Oh my goodness, Adi is in the house. Adi, hi Felipe G. Oh, Grim, the truth. Asawa, better wake up, Duon. I'm starving. Wait, asawa, wake up na. Ayan, you should, well, I don't know if she's tired, but wake her up, you have to be, this is the thing with women, guys. For all women out there, never, ever, ever, there's a saying, like the way to a man's heart is their stomach. There's multiple meaning in that, but for one thing for sure, never starve your men. Just don't, you don't want them grumpy. Because if they're grumpy, then us women sometimes would think many things. Why is it grumpy? But the thing is, they're just grumpy because they're either no coffee, they didn't eat, that's it. But because women mind is too complex. We have so much things going on in our head, and this is the difference, guys. If you can sympathize with each other, men and women, like women have their own struggles mentally. We can be driving, but while driving, just imagine this, guys. While driving, you're thinking, what's dinner for tomorrow? Oh, what's my lesson for tomorrow? Oh, this one. Oh, this one. All at the same time. Oh, my friend has having problems. Oh, this one. Oh, this one. All at the same time. It's constant. The moment we wake up, it's constant. But with guys, sometimes it's just like, nothing. They're just grumpy because they're starving. Feed them, they're happy. And then they can listen to you, woman. And it's a good flow, I think, it's just really understanding where we're coming from. And the being sympathetic about who are you dealing with at the moment. We are different in our own way. So always give yourselves the benefit of the doubt. And Mictrian is in the house. Meet Timmy. And Bob, they must be related. I made my asawa breakfast when she was sick. She didn't eat it and went right in the kitchen. Aray ko, I love it when people are making me food. I love it. Because has a very, very, I live for myself very, very young age. So I get to cook for myself a lot. So when people offer me food that they cook, oh my God, yes, please. I don't want to cook every day anymore. Cooking twice in a day is not really, unless you really, really, it's your passion. Cooking is not my passion, okay? But at the same time, if it's something that I love to explore, that like right now I'm exploring the tapioca kind of like crepe, if it's something like gyoza, therapeutic for me. People doesn't like gyoza, when you do gyoza or dumplings in English, I mean, like dumplings, sometimes you do the, all the wrapping. For me, I like that. I like wrapping. It's very therapeutic for me. So I love doing dumplings. I'm Asian, by the way. Okay, hold on, guys. Where did we stop? Ayan. Thank you, Timmy. Mwah. Thank you for being here. And good day, all. And yo, Adsta, I see I can be accountable with sharing my views, but I'm not sharing my pizza. I know, right? When it comes to food, it's like, kanya-kanya tayo, ah. This is my food. This is mine. I know. Especially if it's American football. Oh my God. I want to eat pizza. Oh, Graham, truth. Oh my God, Felipe. You're not gonna share your pizza with me, Felipe. You're mean. Hi, Adrian. Hi, Felipe and Mega Love. Shout out, Adrian from Admin. Yo, Admin and Bob. I once made myself a coffee when she was sleeping. She was grumpy because I did not wake her. She didn't speak to me for 3 days. Oh, yes. There are women like that as well. Like for me, I don't like people in my house doing their own laundry. It's my job. Like, I take pride with it. I do the laundry, okay? I want to take care of you. It's not, even though, sometimes people like women, like for example with that Graham story, with women, it's not they're angry because you did it. It's because sometimes you have to understand some women out there, they get like you guys getting a pride when you bring home the bacon, when you can provide with your family. There are women out there as well that it's their pride to make sure that their boys or like their men boys their man is being taken care of. It's a thing. Like with me, I would be pissed. Why are you doing the laundry? That's my job. Diba? Men are not simple. Ooh, women are the same way. Ayan. And most men only want three things: a full belly, empty bowls, and a peaceful home. Oh, I agree with that one. And I don't agree with men being simple. That thinking is exactly the problem we are talking about. But what I'm saying, please do not get me wrong. When I'm saying it's simple, is because what I mean in that context. That's why I said context is everything. When it comes to our perspective, when it comes to our mind, not because I say simple, that means to the whole general factor of life is simple. Like the same as women. We are very simple women. Like, make us this, we're happy. No, it's not. It depends on the context. But earlier, when we're talking about being grumpy in the morning, for men, being grumpy because they didn't have coffee, they didn't eat yet, they're starving, they're tired. Of course they're tired, so make sure that they're being fed, so they don't, or they have coffee when they wake up, so they're not grumpy the whole way through. In that context, I mean simple. The same as women, us can be a simple in certain contexts, but I'm not saying it as a general. Because as I've said, when it comes to our mind, when it comes to human beings, emotions, there are not simple as ABC. It's each on their own. You have to find and you have to know how to read people. You have to understand how to communicate. It's a process, it's a journey, it's life, it's skills. You need to have it. And through experiences and listening to different knowledge and wisdom and stories is where you get all those skills. So, in that context, when I say simple, is because in the context of being grumpy in the morning. I think that's where I'm coming from. Okay, let's just make that clear, please. Hi, Mystery Machine! Hola, hola! Is Anita there? And that's the Felipe G. And hi to Felipe G, twin brother from Anubis, which is also Mystery Machine. O, diba? And Felipe, how have you been? O, diba? Felipe, how have you been daw? Hi, Anubis. The God. How are you doing, Mr. Machine? Are you enjoying there? You're with your wifey. Are you guys doing good? Everything good? Still in the honeymoon phase? Nita is on. Oh my God! Nita! Hola! How are you doing? Is Mr. Machine treating you good? If not, we're gonna palo him, okay? Hi, MM! Ayan. Which is Mystery Machine. Because we have another MM, which is Puts on Boots. Ayan. And we are good, Nida. A little sick right now, but she wanted to say, oh, sick. Okay. Virtual hug for Nida. Ayan. I hope you feel better, Nida. And also to Mystery Machine, take care of her for now. Ayan. Hot coffee. I prefer to make it myself. You can boil the water. I have it differently based on my moods. Ayun. And have you heard about this, guys, as well? Some men, when I was like growing up in the Philippines, they would say something like, if your woman makes a good coffee, she's a keeper. I've heard that many times growing up. The elders in the neighborhood would say it something like that. Is that true? Why do you guys say it that way? Is there any truth in there, or is there like some sort of like double meaning in that way? And ayon, Mr. Machine and Nita. Ayon. Hello from Blizzard and Blizzard Abroad. Hi. Okay, guys. So, I'm going to give you a chance, guys, to drink, coffee if you have one. I need to drink coffee as well. I am going to get some for me and just a little bit, a boost up of energy a little bit so I can continue this talk because I'm having a good time with you guys. And also, please do support each other. I'm going to be right back, so don't go anywhere because we're going to continue this talk in a while. Okay, guys? Don't go anywhere. And we are back. Ayan. I have to learn Thai. Oh, you're in Thailand right now, right? All the ladies try. Is Thailand doesn't. I feel like Thai is also like Philippines. Is they don't speak like second language as English. Cause I've met a lot of Thai in Japan. They usually talk with me in English. So I'm not sure. I've never been to Thailand. It's one of my kind of like my okay. We're doing a little bit of let's stabilize. Please stabilize. You know, I think there's something wrong with my software. I'm hanging. Hanging. Okay. Come on, catch up. Catch up with me, please. Am I doing that, guys? I am doing it, right? I'm kind of like stuttering. Okay, so I think I have to abandon one. So is there on Twitch? Let's see if my Twitch is doing something bad. Okay. So thank you for all the Twitch viewers. Oh, okay, we're good. We're good now. Okay. Good. Now I don't have to turn it off. Okay. We're doing good. Hold on, guys. Okay. Okay, we're doing good. We're doing good. So, to continue the 11 tips of this article, 11 tips for men and their mental health. And guys, please do. I might sometimes, respond on your, like thoughts. Just kind of like, understand this is a discussion. This is not the time to just listen. There are certain situations like that, but I just want this to kind of like flowing because I have questions and I have perspective of my own, and I want you to understand where when I say things, it's not to attack you guys. It's just basically saying as a woman of how I see it, and actually understanding how am I gonna get to understand the whole concept of how to balance the way I would approach certain men in my life. Certain majority of Thais don't speak English. Those that are working around tourist places can but they are catching up as they know English are required to further their economy. Oh, so actually Philippines are more in a way when it comes to language, because English is our second language at school, whether they talk about the weather, but you can actually go around Philippines and actually can communicate because most of us do understand English in that way. So speak more Pinay, speak more English. Yes, Pinay, speak more English. Exactly. That's how I actually also experienced that one. But as I've said, but I've never been in Thailand. One day, that's kind of like my checklist. Go to Thailand. They learned English from American songs and TikTok videos. Oh, there you go. There you go. So, going back to 11 tips, we're going to go through this very, very happy genio, very, very fast. We're running out of time. So, number 1, excuse me, is to validate your emotions. So I don't know how you guys validate your emotions, how you process that, what's your journey to validating your emotions. But according to this article, if you grew up hearing that boys don't cry or that feelings are just for girls, it can be really hard to feel entitled to the breadth and depth of the human experience. This is the word I'm looking for. Human experience. If you want to experience life, like different things that life has to offer, you have to communicate and you have to interact. But at the same time, if it's just full of negativity, then it will definitely factor. So you have to understand that reading people especially in the opposite sex, which is sometimes, whether we like it or not, when it comes to our heart, when it comes to anybody's, personal life or personal experiences, it could be very, very, how do you call that? Some people take it not as a big deal. Some people can laugh about it, but some people can really take it seriously. So if you can only understand how to kind of like adapt and adjust to whatever community or whatever situation you're in, and you can actually understand what you're feeling, then you can pinpoint how to act or react on a particular moment and time. So mindset. So I don't know, you guys, how do you validate your emotions? And ET says Filipinos speak English because the American are based in Subic long ago, and Thai have never been invaded by other country. Oh, and I grew up believing men don't feel anything. Yes, right? Yeah. So it's really, really sad because it's like I've heard that in my elders. That's how they grew up. That's how you basically teach boys to be boys. Boys will be boys, But at the same time, I grew up in an area where, society wants people to speak, wants men to speak their emotions. Women are tell me your emotion, tell me what you're feeling, blah, 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 blah. Which sometimes can be very bad and wrong at the same time. Because then it's like, you see a lot of men who act like women now, which is not really good, particularly. There's a balance. I don't know how to explain this, guys, but I just really think that's why you're men and that's why we're women. We're equipped with different skills, but at the same time, our mental health is something that comes from, as I've said last stream, depending on the recent event or recent situations you're in your life, your mental health does suffer, and if you don't have a support system that is willing to understand you, especially with you men, that society put a lot of pressure for you guys to be men, have no emotions, blah, blah, blah. But the thing is, really, we have to accept that you guys are emotional too. That's why we have wars. That's why we have, sports. Have you seen guys watching sports? That's emotion right there. The hope when you lose. All those are emotions, just different avenue and different sets of, like how we act, how we react on it. It's the same thing, but not really the same thing. But it's all emotions. So just kind of like validate your emotions according to this. But you're a living, breathing, feeling person, and you have the emotions of one, too. We are not robots. Okay, the idea of getting through the day on autopilot without ever attending to how you're feeling is an unhealthy one. It leads to burnout and unhappiness. Though it seems basic, you might find it helpful to spend some time learning more about emotions in a very general sense. From there, you can work on identifying yours as you feel them and accepting them as valid. Why does that matter? One study found that people who perceive certain feelings, like sadness or anger, as negative tend to have higher rates of anxiety and depression versus people who see a range of emotions as healthy and appropriate. So like, for example, when I talk to you about, guys, remember when I was telling about trigger points? Why is it so negative? Why does when people try to poke you and you get angry, or when you show a little bit of emotions around it, people love to poke you as it's so negative. Oh, trigger ka na. Oh, you're so triggered, blah, blah, blah. As a negative thing. And we started shaming for no reason. It's an emotion. We're not robots. If something is triggering you, if you understand why are you triggered, why does it trigger you, then next time, you can understand how to react or how to act on it better. You can understand and simplify it in your own head. You don't have to explain it to other people, but you can actually understand how you work. And you can be at peace with whatever that you want to act on it. Then there's going to be accountability after it. And then maturity comes along. It's a whole cycle of journey like that, at least as what I understand and kind of like observe with people that I feel like have already got their shit together. You know, that's how they do. So if it works for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, why wouldn't it work for me? So I think, you know, trying to understand my emotion as a woman made me more logical and rational when to say it, how to react on it. Although with men, I don't know how you validate you guys' feelings. I don't know how you process these things. But if it all makes sense, I hope you know exactly like what your emotions are. And that's why there's a lot of man-child out there. They don't understand what they're feeling. They just go head straight. You know, they don't really think about it. They don't really ponder about it. They just like blah, 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 blah. You know, so at the end of the day, if you put all that anger towards the negative, which is, it's already a negative word, but you can always change it to being positive. You know, sometimes anger for some certain people, they're going to be good at sports, they're going to be good at something, you know, because they have an outlet, because they understand what they're feeling and they can actually find a certain outlet for them to make them understand how they can process that, you know. So I think for the most part, that's how I see it. And, you know, if it makes sense to some of you guys, I hope you find an outlet for your emotions and try to understand what you guys are feeling, because then it would make a lot of difference when you can understand yourself the same way as any human being in the world. It doesn't have to be just you men, but there are certain factors that I do understand that you have to shove it down. You cannot feel this. You're not supposed to feel that. And I think it's just a culture of shaming and judging. And that's why I really don't like the word shaming or judging. But don't get me wrong. There are certain things that we should shame. Definitely. You know, but that's why we have validation. We have to validate ourselves. I don't know if that makes sense. But anyways, guys, let's continue to the next one. Number 2 tips for men's mental health who are struggling is to recognize the symptoms. And let's see, emotional men. I have dismantled it long ago because it doesn't get you anywhere. Just sit, take a sip of coffee and ask, do I need that? See, it's very simplified. You know, in a way, when guys will tell me, you know, it's very simple. This what you do, this what you do. I think I understand it in a way, because for me, if I have problems, if I have something that is out of my control, why would I talk about it? You know, is talking will deal anything? You know, is talking will solve my problem? No, right? So next time, you know, when I get there, I'll do that. You know, things like that. I don't know if it's the same thing, you know, but that's how my mind works. If I cannot solve it, why would I talk about it? You know, something like that. There are certain things that we should just, you know, it is what it is kind of way. Anyway, some people doesn't like that word. It is what it is. But I'm just blabbing right now. Ayan. So number 2 is to recognize the symptoms. You may not always realize when you are struggling, especially if you're not accustomed to caring for your mental health, which is a lot of our guys right now. But these concerns don't always present as a very straightforward feelings of sadness or stress. So look for other things like changes in your sleep schedule and quality of sleep, difficulty concentrating, feelings of restlessness, fluctuating energy. Oh, wow, is this for me? Increased or decreased appetite. And the thing with me is like also, that's why I'm saying earlier, remember I was telling you guys in the stream earlier this morning, I'm really feeling down right now. And I think it's because of this. Once I understand that, then I don't have to think too much about it. I just have to deal what I have to deal with and then take a rest at the end of the day. So it's really nice when you can understand you. So I understand some of the people that will probably watching this would question me, why am I talking like this? I'm a woman, I don't know shit. But I'm coming from a sense of, at the end of the day, you are just a human being. Same as me. I'm human. It's just, we're different, but we're humans. We have emotions. We share the same emotions in a different sense, but same emotions. Sadness, if you feel sad, I feel sad. Same thing, it's just different levels of sadness, you know. But at the same time, we're all human beings. So that's where I'm coming from. So stop shaming if man needs help. Mentally, not everyone is born with, they're so mentally strong. There are men, women alike that are just mentally weak. They need guidance from somewhere. Not everyone is born a leader. And this is also appropriate or related with guys. Not everyone is born as what they called alpha. You know, there are followers. There are other certain terms that they want to throw out there. But what I'm talking about is those knowledgeable, like wisdom, wise men out there that you guys are probably of your own, is your idol, your kind of like ideal figure of what man is. You know, not everyone is built for that. But if you get enough skills and understand what you are feeling at the end of the day, I'm pretty sure all of us can go there, in a place where there's peace, in a place where you know exactly who you are. So if people shame you, if people judge you, you wouldn't give a fuck, because you exactly know who you really are. Words shouldn't matter to you. Words shouldn't have no value if you know who you really are. So if words does hurt you, internalize that shit. You know, it means there's something wrong that you need to kind of like focus on and try to, at least for yourself, understand why, the whys, the how. Anyways, ICEE don't know shit. Oh my god, now I have to separate it to find that particular. I thought you're at peace. That is grinding you up. What mean? And let's see this one. Number 3 is right. Oh my goodness. I don't think. Are you guys writing journals? Have you ever? Because I grew up as well. I think journals are for women. So I don't know if you guys, but you know, like authors, writers, you know, comedians, they do write stuff, right? So write about it, it says on number 3. You don't have to have Hemingway level skills to write about how you are feeling. Journaling is a private act, just for you, with no judgment or grading, which means no need for perfect spelling or punctuation or even complete sentences. Writing can be a healthy, oh my god. As a woman, I would agree with this. Sometimes I still love to write. That's kind of like how I learn is to write. Oh my god, Maria Rosario de la Peña. Oh my goodness. Ikaw ang super bida. Thank you. And happy 1 monthsary to us. And this is for you. Arigato. Oh my goodness. O, diba? Ang gulo. Ang gulo-gulo niya. Arigato. Ayan, to Jay Shore and to Board Vlogger Maria Rosario. Thank you for supporting ICEE Fit. Have to run, ICEE. Have to finish this project for class. Oh my goodness. Blizzard is very busy. Ayan. I hope I didn't file you up, Blizz. Not my intention. Sorry for that if you misunderstood me for 1 sec. And goodbye everyone from Bleeze. Ayan, thank you, Bleeze, and I hope you do it correctly. Do it great, ayan, for your project. Ayan, more stuff to see from you, Blizz. And let's see, number 4 is identify your support system. No man is an island. No man is an island. So I think this is also very subjective now. Men can also have their own choices in life. You can be your own men, nobody around. Certain men I've known as well, they've actually been okay with that. They don't want to deal with the whole world, or people or anything of that sort. And good for them, they find their peace. That's why I said identify your support system. If your support system is just yourself and you're happy with that, then there's nothing wrong with that. But always, according to this article, to figure out who your sources of emotional support, ask yourself, who do you feel open? Oh, this is very true. Okay, I'm gonna open this up, guys, for you to read as well. Ayan. As the poet John Donne once wrote, no man is an island. So to figure out who your sources of emotional support, we're talking about emotional support. Guys, if you're not in this phase, if you're a man, you know your shit, you got it together. This is not for you. But if you're a man and you actually is in a way understanding that you need help, you need emotional support. Good evening, sis. You welcome. You always welcome. Arigato. And let's see, a living day diary about your daily life. I just talked about it daily, and to get some people pissed. Their unhappiness is my joy, but I think otherwise. Ooh la la. And let's see, emotional support. Ask yourself, who do you feel open to talking to? Who would be there for you? See, for me, it just translates to intention. So that's why I still, just very focused on individual's intention. It's like, what are your intention? What are your intention? But I don't have to ask it. Because this is the thing, guys. Sometimes asking people what are your intentions are, it could be very aggressive. You don't have to say everything. You just have to observe and hold yourselves accountable for every relationships and every situations you're gonna have. And in a whole sense, for me, that translates to maturity. So I said accountability, maturity. If you have these two together, I think you'll be fine. But to get there is the problem, though. To have a self-awareness, to get to be holding yourselves accountable for the things you do, whether it's bad or good, and at the same time being matured about it, is very hard for a lot of people to do. Even myself, I'm trying to learn a lot. I'm trying to practice a lot of that, because the end of the day, as a mother as well, I want to be an example that not just because I'm a woman, there are certain things that I'm just like this, I'm just like that. You can always grow. There's always room to grow. And if you are in part of like personal fitness, being in a healthy lifestyle, I cannot just share things like just because I'm sharing it. You have to see it. You have to feel it. You have to be authentic about it. You have to walk the walk, talk the talk, basically. But if you're just talk without the walk, I don't know, but there are certain people out there that are very, very big YouTubers, and they've got to be rising up like that. They always just talk. But then the next thing you see, they're not even doing it. They even telling the exact same thing that they're doing. So it's those certain things that we have to be very smart about, who and what our emotional support lies in. Because sometimes, whether we like it or not, we love to just stay stagnant on people that is gonna be there for us, because that's our emotional support. But at the end of the day, you have to also remember that you have a room to grow. You have to learn more. That's the beauty of life. Human experiences, not just online, but offline. That's the beauty of it. And number 5, ayun, ET, open to talk to. I have always been talking to my okay, plants and ask, when are you going to grow up? I guess I can only get an answer when it produces that much needed talong. Oh, it's not growing yet? Isn't that like a long time when you put a shorts on it about it? Dito lang sis, since beginning. Oh, thank you, Maria. I know. Oh, guys, by the way, also Maria I think is going to be live soon as well. So please do check her out as well. Ayan, please do that. And I think the topic of discussion is needed. I personally do not confide in a human, nor do I have a counselor on this planet. My help is mainly spiritual, and people normally confide in me for counsel. Oh my God, I know that feeling. I know that. And I can sense that, Even though you speak less, I feel like you understand where I'm coming from. And so it's really nice to always see you around as well, Jay Shore. Just know that I appreciate you as well. All the people, guys, the regulars, you know who you are. When you give me a lot of your stories, guys, I take that as a privilege. I take a lot of value in it. It doesn't have to have a character. It doesn't have to be a certain or specific person. It's just stories. We started, people drawing in the cave, on the wall of the cave. How do you say that? I don't know. Just to tell a story. Stories can be extreme, because sometimes it's just how it is. If there's no drama, if there's no extremity in it, you cannot get a person's attention. And sometimes it could be used as good and it could be used as bad. But at the end of the day, that's what I'm saying. Jay Shah is saying, you have to understand spiritual is not just, the religion. Spiritual is just you, yourself, your being, your energy, what you feeling spiritually, deep down inside you. What do you feel? So those are the things that if you can understand, and if you can hone that down, if you can understand what it means, what you're feeling, it's really nice. It's a nice place. I swear to God, it's a nice place. No one can really shake your peace at the end of the day. if you have that. And that's a wonderful place to be. So I really hope everyone can find that place, because it's a really, really good place. And make time for your friendships. Ooh la la! That's why I have Saturday, guys, for you, everyone. Let's stick with the theme of friendship for a moment. Ooh la la! It's very serious. This is a very serious number 5. Are you carving out time for it? Fostering relationships is key to building a strong support system. Men often mention a poor lack of work or life balance. You prioritize work and get home after a long day to tend to family dynamics, and then before you know it, it's time to go to bed and start the day over again. But making time for friendships matters. Whether you find activities to do together, like working on a shared project or going for a run, or you're just hanging out in your backyard while your kids are playing, spending time with friends is a crucial element of your mental health and well-being. This isn't a selfish use of your time. It can take some planning given everyone's busy schedules and responsibilities, but it's important to make the most of the time you have with your friends, understanding that it might be limited. Hence, enjoy the moment. When you're with your friends, enjoy them. Do not spoil it. Do not just baggage like that. Every moment should be not taken for granted, because life can just be like that, dead. You happy or not? How about the people that you gonna be left behind? Are they gonna be okay? Are they gonna be fine? Did you have enough good legacy for your name, for your being a man in the family? These are things that a lot of men thinks about, I presumed. Not presumed, but sometimes I ponder that, your legacy. But sometimes you can be stray away from the real legacy of who you really are as a man because of all the noises. So enjoy the moment. And women, give your men, if they want a man cave, give it to them. Give them space. Especially if they're tired. All of us get tired, And if you're a person, if you're a friend, do not just, if your friend wants to have fun with you, have fun with them. Do not just like all the time you see them, it's like problem after problem after problem after problem. There's no enjoyment. Good. You learn a lot and the burden is heavy. You cannot tell. Trust is at most importance. And you learn more than what you want and know how others' characters and their thoughts. Yes. Okay. Good. And this is from Jay Shore. I think the topic of discussion is needed. Exactly. So these are the things, like I usually say this, and I'm still pondering this thought sometimes. Like, tell me who your friends are and I'll tell you who you are. For me, I feel like it's very, very outdated because, we adapt. And for me, being in a half category, being hybrid as I am, I have two worlds. I grew up in two worlds, different culture, different human beings, different characterization, different interactions. So I get to kind of like have a different meaning of life in a way. That at the same thing, when we talk about how men thinks, how women thinks, only hybrid like me can understand. If you're in a pure, you're 100% of this, you will never have the feeling or the emotion I have growing up. And all I can ever make you understand is to express it in a way. And because I'm a woman, it doesn't mean that it doesn't correlate to how men thinks. I think for men, if you're misunderstood, those emotion, it doesn't have to be, like a sign of weakness. But if you know how to express it and still your dignity is intact, then that's a good skill to have. Then a lot more people will listen to you because you're a man with your word. In a sense, like it's like a whole, game. In a whole behavioral skill that we all have to basically attend to in a different situations and out of our control sometimes. So yes, enjoy your friends, because for me, I can be this and this and this. I can be friend. I can be just like that because I can adapt. And the thing is, I treat people individually, because sometimes this is how I think. When you're enjoying a certain types of friends, like if I want to be somehow naughty, I wouldn't go to my religious friends and started being naughty. Cannot do that. Then I have to go to the outlet of like this, because then they can understand what I'm saying, what I'm exploring, as we said in the stream. Not everyone is your cup of tea. Not everyone. You cannot please everyone. So it's the same thing, but with friends, you can have set of friends, and you can have those set of people that can be, something that you have fun with, because your mental health, it needs restart. It cannot just constantly always like doing. Needs to relax. And people have different outlets, different niche when it comes to YouTube, right? If it's in a YouTube lingo, if you're a streamer, if you're a YouTuber, mental health is the same thing. Like a lot of guys that are into gaming, how many of them you heard that they process this, being burnt out, being too much overworked, over the same thing over and over again because they neglect their friends. Now their friends are not there for them. So there are certain things that you have to, have friends and enjoy your friends. And it's not selfish. And if you're a married person, just kind of like have a balance of it. Ask your wife, ask your husband. You have to have that. We need people. We need interaction. We need touch. We need people to understand us in the end of the day. And number 6 is identify unhealthy coping mechanisms. O, diba? Ayun. And let's see. Number 7 is embrace healthy hobbies. Oh, everything is about healthy lifestyle. 8 is harness. Oh my God. Breathing is number 1. I don't know if you see one of my streams last time. I dropped my phone, and I was like having like a certain, because my phone is, oh guys, see, this is what I'm telling you guys about. Can you see that? See, there's like 3 lines, right? What's that? There's like 3 lines. So that's what I'm saying about 3 lines. Yes. That's how my phone are right now. Not good. Anyways, breathing, sometimes I learned it very early. You count 1 to 10. And when you're into fitness, there's a lot of breathing going on. It's like, trying to control, lower down your breathing. It's like if you like heartbeat, like, you're getting nervous, and trying to kind of like deal with your breathing is a good thing. People, especially with persons that are having panic attack, social anxiety, if you're harnessing how you breathe, it could help you. And in this article, it says breath work can help move your body into a more relaxed and stress-free state. And if you're thinking that sounds a little too woo-woo for you, hold on just a second, because imagine that your body is a house and your breath is its foundation, keeping everything else stabilized. Focusing on your breath then helps prevent and even repair cracks in the foundation. This provides you with the support you need to remain healthy and structurally sound. Critical, right? So breathwork is also the basis of meditation, a practice that involves focusing or clearing your mind using a combination of mental and physical techniques. I'm a big opponent of daily deep breathing, or meditation. I recommend using an app, or you can actually go with Joe. Joe is one of those people that actually is very advocating like meditation, steps and tips how to meditate and like harness your breathe and things like that. So please do check out Joe. And 9 is to move your body. When you're moving your body, you're exercising, endorphins, good hormones are coming out, and it's pretty much scientific based. So that's what wonderful exercises can give you. And at the end of the day, if you did it right, like me, if I work out, you bet I'll pass out and I'll have a good sleep. So that is one thing. And number 10 is to tend to your physical health. If you are already like aging, there are certain things that I hope ICEE Fit can actually give you and kind of like, share skills of, how to stretch, how to do proper form and stuff like that. I can do that for you. So always tend to your physical health. Get your, I don't know how you do it in other countries, but in Japan, if you're in a certain age, they would give, certain, so that you can actually have your, not monthlies. I think it's, how do you call that? Twice a year they do that, especially like 70 and up. I think they do that a lot. Like every 6 months, they would check, like their blood pressure, is everything okay? And of course, like that. But I think it's because we have a lot of elderly as well. And seek professional support. And the last one, of course, if nothing is working, if nothing is just there, it's always nice if you can afford it. Just seek help. There's really nothing wrong. Sometimes you'll probably be amazed of how much people would want to help. If only you can accept that you need help, and be open about it. So like all of you guys says, you men, you can speak more than I can speak and give justice with today's stream. But I hope having a woman's voice in the matter, you can understand that you don't have to feel ashamed if you have problems with, just your mental. You're not happy, in a way, because if you're not happy, your mental health will definitely suffer. Because I believe that every human being at the end of the day want a peaceful life, want to feel that fulfillment and happiness, no matter what outlet it is. So to deny that feeling of you want to be happy at the end of the day is you limiting yourself of what you can reach just because of whatever the stigma that is out there. So for all the men out there, I hope you find your outlet. And if you're in ICEE Fit, I hope I can give you that kind of feeling that, you're welcome here. Just interact, just kind of like be real. Be real, because there are real people out there that would definitely support and welcome you as part of whatever, in your real life. If you're in a relationship, in your friendship, your workplace, if you feel that it's so toxic, understand if you can get out of it. Find ways to get out of certain situation that is not working for you. Because at the end of the day, whether you're a man or you're a woman, it's very important that you find your own happiness. And I really do pray for everyone to find their own happiness, no matter what it is. You don't have to explain what your happiness is to me. But I just hope you find it, because it's a really, really wonderful place to be in. Especially when it's very chaotic, you have a happy place. And I hope every Saturday like this, I hope you guys can feel that. And sometimes we talk a lot of shit. Sometimes we talk a lot of trigger points. Sometimes you might dislike what I'm saying. I could be harsh. You might think that I'm saying these things to belittle anybody or belittle someone. I'm not in there. So anyways, guys, hold on, guys. It's so cold in here. I have to shut down a little bit. So guys, there you go, the 11 tips for men and their mental health. And if I didn't give justice on this one, apologies guys. But I just want to share this article because I feel like, it's not just for you guys, but for all the women out there that is wanting to reach out with men as well. So I hope, this article particularly shine a little bit of something. I don't know if it did or not. But it did really definitely shine a little bit about with me. It doesn't really have to be men or women. At the end of the day, we're all human beings. We all have the right to feel things, and it's just up to us to find that emotional support, to be smart enough to understand where is the support, the right support for you, individually and understood. But I've been spiritual since birth and have been counseling grown folks since I was age 14. Oh, that is why you know a lot. And if I could find a soul that vibrates on a high enough level, surely we could communicate. Eating. Oh, diba? Yeah. So, yeah, find your own people. As I've said, not everyone, can be a cup of tea of particular person. And sometimes it does suck. I've had multiple experiences where I really want to be friends with someone, but they just don't understand where I'm coming from, or at least I always get misunderstood sometimes. So rather than stay and feel bad all the time because you have to be pretending, you have to be in a specific character for them to accept you, I don't like that life. I want to be free. I want to be free of shaming. I want to be free of judgment. But at the same time, I have to hold myself accountable for the things that I'm doing, because sometimes shaming can be good for people that needed it. It's like a slap in the face, like, wake up, you're doing something bad, something like that, which I call this tough love. And if I'm being harsh, that's where I'm coming from. That's how I learned. Tough love, sometimes we need it in life, especially in a very chaotic, wonderful place we called Earth. You know, we need to have a thick skin from time to time. Because if not, vultures will come and get you. You know, if you're too vulnerable, there are people out there, bless their wonderful dark souls, but they're gonna eat you alive, and you know, it's gonna be, at the end of the day, you'll just really have to learn, be smart next time. So yes, so this is it for me, guys. I hope everyone kind of like understand, and hope that, you know, at the end of the day, you find your own peace, you know, in your head, in your own head. And yeah, it's a wonderful place to live in. Just find your own tribe, find your own community. And if you feel important, if you feel relevant in that group, do not take it for granted, because not everyone, not not every single human beings on earth can understand us, me, you. You know, there are certain people out there that can be willing to understand you. And if you find that particular person, do not take it for granted. Learn from it, you know. Take the skill you can get out of it. There are a lot of benefits in life, you know. So do not take that for granted. So anyways, guys, thank you for being here. You know I'm a little bit less of the, you know, some of you guys probably come here for a lot of positive energy, but I feel like I told so many harsh words today. But you know, it is what it is. Sometimes we need tough love. I need tough love. It's also a note for myself sometimes. And yeah, just love, guys. Spread love, share love. If you have a lot of positive to give, do not ask for it, but just give it away. You know, it's free. Smiles are free, likes are free, subscribes are free. Please give it to me, ganon. So anyways, guys, thank you so much, and I hope to see you all again, probably on ICEE Fit somewhere in Tokyo, or maybe next Saturday again. And let's see, I don't know yet if we're gonna do treat meal on Halloween. It's gonna be Halloween soon, so definitely a cosplay time. We already have one drink in the bank. Ayan. So thank you Felipe G for that. And yeah, see you next time. At dahil sa channel na ito, kayo BIDA. Bye bye, guys. Have a wonderful night. I'm gonna go take a rest na. Ayan. And finally, everyone, happy weekend. Ciao ciao. Bye bye. Otsukare sama desu. I learned a lot of foul language I need to record. So many itiko. Kayo ang BIDA admin. Thank you. Talk to you soon, admin. Ciao ciao, iti. Thank you. And for all the people that stayed till the end, arigatou gozaimashita. Ciao ciao. I really need to rest. Bye bye. Ciao ciao. Bye. Ayan. Bye bye. Bye bye.
Wow! Congratulations!
Hi everyone. Oyasumi.